We are tonight's entertainment.
That's what she said.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Ooh, scruffy looking.
You're demoted.
I love that intro. I really do. I fucking love it. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Geek Plant. It's Saturday night, so you know what that means. It's time for the Raging Geek Jedi show. I'm here with Raging Rhino and Lost Jedi 22. What's up, Raging Rhino? How you doing, man?
Yes, very well. I'm doing good. How are we all doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Well.
Yes, it's I'm ready for the show, man. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It's been a very interesting week. So, yeah. And what's up, Greg? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Good to be back home.
Oh yeah, you were back in Iowa this week, weren't you?
Yeah, for 4 days to
Wrapping up
do
some
the
stuff.
final packing and cleaning of the old apartment. No more Iowa for me.
Cool. And our guest this evening is Jade Shadow. Jade, how are you doing tonight?
Hello, pretty good. I normally had the light on, but I've been staring at my TV playing Ghost of Tsushima for like 3 hours, so I don't want light on me right now.
Nice.
How are the eyes?
Still adjusting because I have to wear glasses to be able to read the chat. Because I sit back here a little bit, so I'm like staring for 3 hours. So not fun, but fun game. So
Good. I'm looking forward to playing that too as well. And our other guest just popped in the back.
I haven't got
so I'll bring him on as well. Well, I'll wait for him to take a sip of his beer before I bring him on the camera. I'll screw it. Fuck it. What's up?
I heard you talk mid drink. But what's
Well,
up, guys?
You on when you have the pizza in your mouth, so but I decided not to.
It's gonna either be pizza or beer tonight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one or the other. But what's going on, guys?
How's it going, man? How's it going?
Good, man. Oh, it's going good. It's going good. Put on my black suit reaction. And yeah, it's all good. I did like. We obviously were streaming earlier. One thing I didn't really think about was that there's going to be some people who are upset because this isn't any new footage at all.
I saw that. Yeah.
And it's something I thought about a little bit after we kind of ended the stream, which is, one of the reasons I kind of wanted to see something different. But at the same time, we got the black suit, and that's basically the only shot we've ever seen that wasn't reshot. Because all the other scenes were reshot by Whedon when he's in the Superman suit. That's why it has the mustache.
yeah.
So that little clip which was a deleted scene on the Justice League Blu-rays, the only Zack shot that we've seen before. So it was the only thing they could show to give us the black suit without giving any spoilers. So
I have to ask because I'm not that deeply involved with it, or I don't understand it so much. What's the deal with the black suit? Like, what's the meaning behind the black suit?
It's iconic from his Death in Return.
Side, right? That's like evil Superman, basically.
No, so Death and Return of Superman was a Kamigawa back in the 80s or 90s. I don't remember exactly when, but
Early 90s, I believe.
Because they killed Superman, right? They killed him, and for a while there were a bunch of different Supermen running around Metropolis, and then all of a sudden he returns. He's in this black suit. And it has something to do. It's been a long fucking time since I read it. It doesn't have anything to do with necessarily evil Superman. It has to do with how like Kryptonians go into some sort of fucking coma when
it's like recovery suit, right?
It kind of like it's something so they can like absorb the sun better. I forget exactly the lore behind it.
All right,
but check that out. Actually,
The
recovery suit. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I do think like because it's black, it's able to absorb like solar energy better or some shit. I don't fucking remember exactly. I'll look it up though, because it's been a while since I read that.
Naked Superman would absorb more of the sun than.
That's not kosher. You can't do that.
I think that would probably put some butts in the seats.
I'm pretty sure I know a few people who would be there for a naked Henry Cavill. So
God.
Yeah, we wouldn't hear the end about Anna's poor uterus exploding.
Yeah, no
Yeah, I
kidding.
thought that could only happen one time.
Well, it happened multiple times
Happened
when you were
multiple
putting the
times.
PC together.
Oh, the PC
It
build.
She
Yeah.
exploded.
The regeneration suit. There
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Or the recovery suit.
What are you eating there, Mara?
Sorry.
Oh, sweet flaming hot Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Now, Ryan, the other deleted scene we got on Justice League was Clark going into the ship, seeing the black suit behind him and going towards the other suit. Was
and
that
ignoring
shot by Zach?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I tried to find that somewhere online, and I couldn't find anybody talking about that scene, whether Zach shot that or not.
Those are the only two. Those are the only two deleted scenes. And I thought it was interesting what Zach said about how they added the deleted scenes. And I'll admit, with all the Snyder Cut shit, I specifically got the Blu-ray to look at the deleted scenes, and it's only these two. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen a movie with only 2 deleted scenes that add up to about 30 seconds of runtime.
Yeah.
Right there, you knew something was funky. And for sure. Yeah, so the recovery.
Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say the recovery suit, also called the solar or regeneration suit, colloquially referred to as black suit, is the black and silver accented costume Superman first donned after emerging from the Kryptonian regeneration matrix. It's presumed the service robots and the Fortress of Solitude placed it on him. It is not seen by the public until he emerges. Worn in times where his power is weakened, the recovery suit grants some protection and absorbs solar energy to speed his regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And he finds that on the ship, does he? On the Kryptonian ship.
Well, he kind of wakes up with it on. I don't think he puts it on.
That's
himself,
what I'm thinking.
Really.
I think the entire way he returns is going to be completely different in this.
I don't think that shot where he walks past the suits. Part of me wants to say that's something like Joss Whedon would do.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Which movie is that in? That's in the Whedon Justice League, right?
I don't know. In BVS, they had to walk by the Robin.
I gotta
suit
see that again.
I don't know though, because
the Robin
it wasn't mustache wasn't edited out, so it was Henry without the mustache. So I don't know if it was a reshot scene or not.
I don't know.
Here's what I'll say: is that when you heard Zach explaining why they shot with the red and blue, maybe that was a scene shot by Zach. Because they weren't sure if they were going to be able to convince Warner Brothers to let them use the black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We'll see.
And would it really be that hard to change the color of a suit in a shot?
No,
it's
that's
not.
what they did.
Yeah, actually, the suit itself is on purpose, meaning he could easily go not easily, but go from the blue and the red, and then
Just
change the
black.
color. So without having to create 2 different suits, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm really interested to see how they bring him back in this version. I really, yeah.
I kind of don't I get why people would want to see the extra stuff, but I kind of until they come up with a trailer, I really don't want to see a whole lot of still shots and everything. I kind of want to go into it and just let it kind of take over,
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot of still shots, though. If you follow Zack Snyder on Vero, we've seen a lot of still shots, but no context to them, of course. Well, he does actually explain a little bit and put some context to the stuff, but yeah, he's put a lot of stuff out there. But I'm with you too. I know that people wanted to see something more today from him, but I'd rather just see it in a trailer instead of just a clip.
Well, and then you have to figure how many people were tuning into this thing. What you guys, 17,000 or so?
17,000.
Yeah.
Right. Well, how many
versus IGN?
views right. How many views would a trailer get?
Yeah.
Millions, probably. So,
yeah.
It depends what it is. I wonder if we could, can we find that it was the HBO Max.
I feel like us guys on the Full Aussie did a better job interviewing Axel and Kenzie than they did interviewing Zach.
Yeah, we talked about that on Steph's stream. It was the same. We said the same thing. Any of us on that panel could have done a better job.
Yeah. And I thought about, I kept thinking about that after the stream because obviously it got a little heated. Like these chicks, especially when Lethal brought up like his interview with Axel Braun, it's like his whole thing was he wanted to do a great job for Axel because he's going to continue, and anyone who wants to do a good job, but he's going to continue. Like then he wants to do like, hey, let me interview another person because when I do this, it's going to show me how well I can do something else.
Yep.
This whole like fan event was just created for this. It's just something for the fans and to help raise money for charity. These girls don't have YouTube channels, and they're not going to have a YouTube channel after this. So I think maybe that was part of it and why the expectations were so different for everyone. I agree that a lot of people could do a better job. But overall, I felt like the constant like the focus being so on that one chick on the bottom left took everyone else's focus away from other stuff, which the interesting things that Zach said. And I see Gen X in the chat. No, it's fine, man. Are you talking about on Twitter? Yeah, it's good. I like, because Gen X was saying that's just a deleted scene, and it is. And the more I thought about it, the more I kind of understand why it was and why it's the only thing they could show us that wouldn't be a spoiler, and maybe the only thing he was allowed to show us. Since maybe WB and AT&T aren't allowing him to show anything else at a fan event.
Correct.
Which is why at DC Fandom, hopefully we'll see more.
Yeah. That's what I would do, but I don't want to see a lot, like I said in the stream. Like I'd almost rather not see. I mean, he did show that clip with Wonder Woman and Darkseid.
Yeah,
but part of me
completely new.
I know, but like part of me would like not like to see anything else after that. But I don't exactly want to see Steppenwolf in action, although it would be cool. I don't exactly want to see Darkseid in action, although that would be cool. Because it's like when I saw the stream, it's how they revealed Doomsday in the trailer. It took away from the impact of his appearance in the film.
Yeah, I don't think he approved that either. Just an FYI. I'm pretty sure he didn't approve that Doomsday reveal in the trailer. From what I've heard.
That Zack Snyder Justice League sneak peek that we got, which was all new shots, obviously, or not new because it's not like they reshot them, but that we hadn't seen before, has 2.6 million views on
their Twitter account,
on 130 on their YouTube account, on their 130 sub channel, 130K sub channel.
Okay,
is that the one with Wonder Woman and
Darkseid?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that how he's
it's a
giving
much
us?
better platform.
Isn't that how he's giving us the teasers though? Like these little clips of just individual characters and moments for individual characters.
So I'd love to see Batfleck. I would love to see Cyborg and the Flash, even because I've said this before on videos and streams where I'm not a fan of Ezra Miller's performance, but I don't know if I would chalk that up entirely to him or Joss Whedon's direction.
Same here.
Well, you got to wait and see.
I'll be open.
You got to wait and see.
I'm holding my opinions on Ezra as the Flash until I see what Zach saw in him when we get this, the Snyder cut. Because we know that Zach knows what he's doing.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. So he saw something that we probably haven't seen yet.
So when are we supposed to be getting this? When's this supposed to be coming out? It's
2021.
2021, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Might reveal something as far as closer to the dates during fandom, I would imagine.
That's what I'm thinking.
And when's
he said they were going to let us
event?
know. That is in like 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine them doing like a Super Bowl commercial for it?
I don't know if they're going to. I don't know if they're going to give us a date during fandom because I think so much is in flux right now as far as anything that requires people to be together to do.
I mean, when I say like dates, I don't necessarily mean specific dates. I mean like summer.
I mean summer of 2021.
Yeah, fall.
Like maybe
fall.
fall.
At least it was like a ballpark of when to expect it by.
Yeah.
And what's everybody's expectations in regards to trailers or teasers? Like, what are you hoping for?
I think it'll be a while.
Not for much, just for little small things. That's it.
Just what we got, like how you could tell the difference between the initial trailer for Justice League and then when Joss Whedon came in. I'd like to see something closer to that initial trailer. I don't need to see a lot.
Yeah,
I want to say, okay, that's definitely the tone that it's going to be set in this film.
Well, I think if you go back, especially if you go back to look at I think it was like the first official trailer where you hear these Steppenwolf talking over, saying no protectors here. No, that was a lot of Snyder stuff too.
That's what I wanted to see.
Yes, that I wanted. That I kind of thought today we might get a little thing of Steppenwolf and have that voiceover from him. But and Lethal called it today, man. Holy shit, though! I didn't expect him to call that like that. I was
the black suit thing.
Yeah, Lethal called it, man. That's what he was saying the whole time. A lot of people were saying Steppenwolf too, though. But, I mean, that's a big visual effects undertaking. So I wonder if he's even close to being shown or anything at all, or if they're going to saving little glimpses for a teaser.
So Gen X says, "I want one small glimpse of Darkseid." Gen X, we already had that.
We already had that.
You want to play it? You want to play it right now? I've got it pulled up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
So hail Darkseid.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's
I love this.
go.
Already been wrong, and they've heard it. Out in the dark, among the stars, ding dong, the god is dead.
It's not animation.
there.
That's visual.
So
That's
that's what Lex is saying at the end of BBS,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's hinting towards it. Yeah.
Oh, Gen X. No, that is not fake. That's real.
That's official.
That's real.
That was official. Yeah.
Yeah, that's official.
Mm-hmm.
It's on HBO Max's thing. Zack Snyder tweeted it out. All that stuff.
Yeah.
That's real. You get about a second of this image of Darkseid. I guess I'll hold on. Actually, go back to it.
That.
Yeah.
Man.
It's actually the
It's enough.
black and white version is what I have as my background on StreamYards. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This because in Zack Snyder's Justice League, the history lesson that we got about how Steppenwolf came to Earth for the mother boxes, all that shit, it was actually Darkseid. Darkseid is in that, and the thing is like 10 minutes longer than what we actually saw. There's a huge fight. There's a huge fight between Ares and Darkseid. That's one way that this is going to be, a lot different. And what I wanted to see was...
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm so excited.
What I really wanted to see was that Steppenwolf scene, because we heard the audio is basically like your planet's fucking undefended, no Kryptonian, no lanterns, right? No protectors here. That's
I fucking love that voiceover.
I wanted to see that like with a Steppenwolf soliloquy, right? With it could. I envision what it could have been is like him turned around and him talking to whoever he's fucking talking to, and then at the end like turning around and like us seeing how much different he looks than what we got. So.
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, I'm really excited to see.
What are your hopes and chances for the Suicide Squad, the air cut of Suicide Squad? Like, what are you thinking in regards to that? Are you hoping that that's going to happen? And
let's take one thing at a time.
Yeah.
But I want to see it. Yeah. But yeah,
I do too. And I do think it will eventually happen. But I think, like I said, one thing at a time. They're taking it. If this is as big as we think it's going to be, they're going to go all in on it. I think.
Mm-hmm. I want to see the air cut because it was posted high into Zack Snyder's universe.
Yeah, because she was using mother boxes and talking to Steppenwolf.
Yes.
Yeah. You also got to think that from
a
a subscription standpoint, you want to space these things out as well. One, you want to see how well the Snyder Cut is received and everything. And then on the other side, you don't want it all together where people can subscribe for 2 months and then bail. You want to kind of space it out more so you can kind of like people are like, I won't bother unsubscribing if it's just going to be a month or two.
And the best way to extend that too is to have the air cut announced like maybe at the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying like release them like both at the same time because we don't even know. I mean, like David Ayers said that he has a cut, But with Zack Snyder, it's like how much more does he have to work on it as far as maybe visual effects or anything like that, pretty much. So it could be spaced out like a year apart and just see how the Snyder Cut does. I just want to see, like I said, because it's supposed to tie into Snyder's universe. So if we get Justice League, we're supposed to get an official title for that as well at Fandom. So it's not just Zack Snyder's Justice League. Then maybe that could be kind of propel Warner Brothers, like AT&T and Warner Brothers, to say, okay, we'll let David Ayer work on his cut as well. So we give the fans that, as well as the Snyder Cut, them at that some point down the road.
Yeah.
And to answer Darth Megatron's question, yes, we were supposed to see. I don't know if we were next supposed to see Green Lantern, but we were supposed to see Hal Jordan at least.
Well,
Yeah.
We don't necessarily have it confirmed that it's Hal, but it only makes sense that it is.
Well, I mean,
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
given that I can get the pilot, and like everything, like the clues that like point to it being Hal
It
Jordan.
points to Hal Jordan,
He works on a military base.
Yeah.
It definitely does. But it's not like we haven't seen Zach do some different things, like the fact that Dick Grayson is the Robin who died, not Jason Todd. So I could see a scenario where Sam Benjamin plays Green Lantern, and they maybe he's like, "Oh, what's your name, kid?" And he's like, "Rayner, Kyle Rayner," something like that. I wouldn't necessarily be shocked if that happened, but
I need to sit down and watch these movies with somebody that not understands the lore and everything, and I can sort of ask questions and go like, or find the Easter eggs, sort of thing.
Don't worry, we're gonna do watch parties for those.
Yeah,
So-
okay.
Yep. Don't worry.
I'm sitting here and Ryan's speaking. I'm like,
Yeah, okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, where's this going?
I can see like the buffering icon above Rhino's head. I'm like,
Yeah, that's exactly what's
Still
going on.
loading. Yeah.
Yeah, loading information.
It'll be definitely be
Sorry.
better than the watch party we're doing on Sunday. So yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, we are watching The Rise of Skywalker tomorrow night. I think around 9 or 9:30 is when we're going to start.
After
using my
Ryan's stream.
copy.
Huh?
Using my copy.
Your copy?
Yeah.
No.
No,
We should.
Disney. No, we should, but no,
should.
we're Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Oh shit! I forgot it's on Disney Plus. Whatever. All right, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't, we would be using that copy.
Yeah.
No, Ryan, we don't own copies of it. We never will.
No.
This will be the last time I ever watch
No.
it.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that it was on Disney Plus. When I say my copy,
A lot of
I
people
mean
did.
the illegally downloaded pirate
Yeah.
copy that I
Yeah.
shared.
The one
I
that you
with,
shared
like,
to
1,000
everyone.
people.
The one you had to sail the high seas for, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and thank you for that. That's how I allegedly watched the movie.
Allegedly. I watched it because somebody gave me a free ticket to a screening. I'm like, yeah, sure, take it. I'll take
The
it.
worst thing
It's
for
free.
me is this will be the third time I've watched it.
Ditto.
I haven't watched it at all.
Really?
If I watch
Yeah.
it, it's the first time. So
I watched it the first time, just by myself, and I watched it. And then my mate, who I got into Star Wars, wanted to see it. And I'm like, you really don't want to see
You
it.
don't want to see this.
And he's like, no, I want to see it. I'm like, all right. The first couple of things, he's like, is that a thing? Like the force healing thing? He looks to me, he goes, is that a thing? I'm like, dude,
Trey.
no, it's not.
Trey,
Anyway.
why would you do that to yourself, man? That's almost just as bad as watching The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah,
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Holy fuck.
Oh, speaking
Whoa.
of movies, has everybody voted on the poll? I just remembered. Bring that up.
The one that
no, I
apparently
haven't
is
voted
rigged.
yet.
I haven't voted yet either. This one is a really hard one.
I ultimately went with Galaxy Quest only because, as much as I love Spaceballs, I loved how when I saw Galaxy Quest, I had literally watched the documentary Trekkies. So I went into Spaceballs and seeing how they were kind of poking fun at the Star Trek conventions. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah,
So,
that's
you know,
that's pretty cool.
so, and it also like loved. I remember like dying laughing at some of the lines during the Rock Monster fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
When they turn that thing inside out,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
that,
He's like,
that-
It's like go look for its vulnerable spot. It's like,
It's a rock. It doesn't have any vulnerable spots.
I haven't watched that in forever.
I gotta watch that again, man. Holy
I
shit.
watched the fuck
Mari,
out of that
you're
movie.
pulling me over to the Galaxy Quest. I can't pick. This is way too
yeah,
hard.
it's hard.
I would pick
It's-
Galaxy Quest because I watched that when I was a kid. Like I watched Spaceballs too, but I watched the hell out of Galaxy Quest. Never give up. Never surrender.
Surrender. Yeah.
Oh,
And the,
and
I
Snape
love
in it.
the on, turn on. And I love it's so funny, you're right, how it makes fun of like nerds and stuff like that, and how the kid thinks that it's actually real and everything, and
Yeah.
he's like, it's not fucking real, and then he has to call him on the thing. Like, it is
He's
fucking
like,
real.
it's real. He's like, I knew it.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again soon.
And I think Spaceballs is more quotable as a whole, though. Like, there's
It was easy
so
for me,
many.
though. Yeah.
There's so
I watched
many
Spaceballs when I was a
lines.
kid, though. Like
And
me and my
there's so
brothers
many
watched the
good
shit
things
out of that movie
from
all
that.
the time.
Like the stunt doubles,
Yeah,
and then like the
asshole.
merchandising. Yeah.
the merchandising.
Ludicrous speed.
Oh, there is a doc of it on there. Okay.
Steve, go
What's happening now? What is happening
Yeah.
now? It's happening now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's like surrounded by assholes.
just now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The asshole one. Like, the
And they're watching the video, but he's like, fast forward this part. In
Raspberries.
fact, never play this again.
No,
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
see
a-
you
that
play
was
with your
hard.
balls again.
Well, it's just like, watching the Clone Wars season 7 when they, got Anakin's like super password and to get into the thing. I immediately thought of Spaceballs with the luggage combo. Anakin's combination was like a 4-digit number.
Yeah, we're rewatching that on. We watched all that together. We all said that
Yeah.
in the chat. That's like, yeah.
And I was like, that's as dumb
true.
as the luggage thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
We ain't
gone
find
from
shit.
Struck to
Yeah.
blow. There's just so many
Fucking
great
Mega Man,
quoted
dude. That's
Spaceballs.
like, yeah.
I like the story of Galaxy Quest better. I think it's a more rounded story. It's a better story. Like the quotable lines. I'm still
It's
torn
hard.
on this one.
It's hard.
Well, how old are you, Greg?
I am 44.
See that's what I think too. I think that it's a little bit of a generational. Like for me, like I thought Spaceballs was funny, but when I was like the age at kind of which like I saw Galaxy Quest and I saw Spaceballs, I was just more into Galaxy Quest at the time, even though I like Star Wars more than Star Trek. I don't know. But I think that I'm
I just
31.
I think my favorite character was Guy because he was
Oh yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
So he always expecting to die, and he's
Yeah.
I don't know. Sigourney
That's
Weaver had
hilarious.
some great lines in there too. Her
Yeah.
whole fit about the chompy things.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Why
Yeah,
did-
Yeah.
Where she just like, when they're on the planet and Tim's character's just like rolling around and she's like, does that help?
Yeah.
And then of course she's, not bad to look at.
I gotta watch
No,
those.
she looked great in that movie.
I watched both
Really
of them
good.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the computer only listened to her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her
that's
only job is she had to repeat
Yeah.
what the computer said.
Yeah.
He's like, I have one job on the ship. It's
Yeah.
stupid, but I'm going to do
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Galaxy Quest had Sigourney Weaver, yeah. Yeah, Sam
Galaxy
Rockwell
Quest
was
is
fantastic.
more Star Trek than current Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could
That's
say
more
the same
hard.
about Spaceballs. Spaceballs is more Star Wars than Disney
Yeah,
Star Wars.
it is.
Mhm.
It is.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah,
Could you
I
imagine
was-
if like JJ does like the sequel to Spaceballs and there's like 10,000 mega maids?
Oh my god.
Just got to do more. That's how you make
Oh,
it
wait,
better.
with super suck.
It's got to be
Yeah.
bigger. Or,
Yeah.
It's got to be bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger. Yeah, it must be a J.J. Abrams film. Right?
Runner Studios, you might like Galaxy Quest. I mean, I really enjoyed it when
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters when it came out. So
You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
Oh yeah.
like-
You don't have to
It is-
watch Star Wars to like Galaxy
Yeah.
Quest. Star Trek.
You
sorry.
don't, yeah, exactly. You don't. That's the thing. and like I feel like the age that I watched Spaceballs, I probably like didn't like. I'd obviously watched the original trilogy. I was a big fan of Star Wars and the original trilogy, but I probably didn't appreciate it enough for what it was, you know, when I was watching it. So,
yeah, all the mystery boxes JJ would bring into Spaceballs.
Yogurt.
Fucking idiot.
I hate yogurt.
Yeah,
For the merchandising thing, they'd bring in loot boxes.
probably would. Yeah, you have to pay for it. Yeah, yeah.
Spaceballs, the flamethrower.
I watched. Yeah, me and my brothers wore out that fucking VHS. We watched it so much.
Man, so good.
Yeah,
I remember
I'm gonna put it on right now.
I worked in a video store and I would play that all the time, except for I had to like be careful because I had to know when the line, you know, the fuck, even in the future, nothing works, because I had to like kind of quick fast forward that part because we were a family store.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be allowed to play it. But yeah.
Well, wasn't it
my
PG?
coworkers nuts. Yeah, but back then there was no PG-13, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
you had to go to some extreme levels to get an R.
To get.
you had to wait till
PG.
Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom was the first PG-13 rated film, right? Or at least it's what caused the
I'm not sure.
PG-13 rating.
I think it's what caused it because of the whole ripping out the heart.
The ripping the heart and the.
Yep, that did it.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
I want Pizza Hut to make Pizza the Hut out of real pizza.
What would up until that point, what would be like, considered an R film was like PG at best. So, you watch some of those older movies and go, how is that not R? Based on the same now.
Yeah.
Much.
Well, because R was like a death sentence for the box office too, so they
I know, but like considering the racism,
didn't want R's. Yeah.
considering the racism now, you look at it and like what would boost it up to that rating. You watch older films and you're like, how's that only PG or PG-13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Temple of Doom that outraged parents because of the fucking ritualistic shit and the pulling the heart out. So then a couple months later, Red Dawn was the first film to be released PG-13.
Okay, I can find
Patrick Swayze and
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Wow.
Deadpool over in the States is rated R, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, over here, it's rated 15, MA 15 plus.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck kind of
fuck is
dumb
that?
rating is that? Get out of here with that shit.
What is that? What does that
does the
mean?
MA I don't even know what
Explain.
MA stands for.
Please explain.
I think it's like kind of like our PG-13, where it's like you have to be over a certain age to watch
Is it
it.
15 plus?
Yeah.
So what it is if you're 14 years old, 11 months, and 27 days, it'll melt your brain. But if you wait a couple days, you're fine to watch it.
So,
Yeah. Yes.
so is there a higher rating? Is there an 18 plus?
Yeah, R is 18 plus.
Okay, yeah. So that is like their PG-13.
Okay.
They just don't
That's
mature.
kind of
as
like our
quick over there.
NC-17 then.
Yeah,
Do they even use that rating anymore?
No, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, not in a long time.
They don't mature at quite the same rate, so it's okay. It's all right. Kalima.
God, yeah, I forgot that's what did it. Yeah, people were outraged. The Karens came out of the woodworks for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think even that was that bad. That's certainly.
It's
Wow. I mean,
like
you gotta remember at a time that people outraged about like Mortal Kombat 1.
Mhm.
yeah, it
was
it's pretty.
oh god.
When you combine like the pulling the heart out shit and the whole like ritualistic kind of non-Christian ritual that's going on. Like back in
shit, yeah,
exactly. Like back in that day, that was a lot. I mean, even remember like Harry Potter decades later, parents had a big problem with like the whole
they did.
it's promoting witchcraft.
Yeah, so I get like, outrage at that time.
That and like I think like they also I don't want to say it was necessarily social justice warriors kind of in a way, but there was that mentality because of how the Native people were portrayed, how that whole ritualistic elements were portrayed, and like they almost considered it racist when that movie came out.
Cancel.
See, and that was
canceled now.
that's what's really unfair.
Yeah,
That's for that
I mean,
movie
put under
because
the microscope.
There was a complaint when it came out, basically.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I watched it when I was young, but then again, my parents were very, very, very lenient about what they showed me.
I used to do that shit to my brother, like because we watched him when we were young, and I would go up to him and I'd be like, "Cut him on."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "I'm gonna rip your heart out," and he'd freak out.
Yeah.
Because he's like 5 years younger than me, so he's like,
No, don't do it.
yeah. Noise, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Pretty much. So
yeah, it was fun.
and
Siblings are for torture.
even
Oh,
even,
that's exactly what they're for. Yeah.
even Red Dawn. I think they ultimately made the Cubans sympathetic, so people wouldn't complain about how they were portrayed.
I
Because
don't even remember much about it.
leader.
I don't either. I don't remember much about that either.
Well, like how they had the Cuban leader let Patrick Swayze go.
Okay.
And,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and my dad would be like, "No way would they ever do that. He would have shot him right there, pretty much."
Yeah.
But they did stuff like that, so people wouldn't exactly complain about the portrayal of certain groups of people back then.
See, now I watched the one with Thor in it, and then I erased both of them from my brain.
Oh,
I
God,
thought
that was bad.
I thought Red Dawn was. You said Cuban. I
There
thought
was-
it was about Russia.
Well, it was both
Russians.
Cuban and Russia because
Oh,
Russia
It
was
was.
helping them.
Yep.
So
Oh,
the remake of Red Dawn was originally
Was-
supposed to be the
that
Chinese.
was
they changed
Koreans,
it to
wasn't it?
Koreans.
Yeah, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, still in. When did it come out? Was I still in the military?
So it
I
was
can't-
probably like fucking 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Then no, then I would have been out like when it came. If it was 6 years ago, yes. 5 years ago, no. But at any rate, I remember watching it when they changed it to North Koreans. Knowing what I know about what the North Koreans' capabilities are, I'm like, they couldn't even invade Japan. I'm supposed to believe they get all the way to America.
They can't even get a rocket to fly that far.
Yeah, no, no, they can't.
Came out in 2012. Came out in 2012. So you
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I would have been in the military still.
what would happen is they'd come here and they'd all go to the Walmarts and the grocery stores to get food because they're starving.
So basically, to make it believable for the remake of Red Dawn, they had the Spetsnaz, so Russian involvement again in the movie. And I saw it, and I'm like, because I think I was in Guam that year, and what North Korea likes to do, because we have refueling routes in certain areas. So if we were running a refueling route, they would position their SA-5s close to wherever that refueling route is, and it freaked the hell out of my mom. I'm like, "Mom, calm down. Yes, it's a powerful system. They're not going to fire because it's one of only two they had at the time. So it's like they fired off it down half of their inventory. They're just doing posturing."
Gosh.
North Korea is so funny because they are like, they're just like the crazy retard off the side who is like has no idea that they're completely out of their league. But there's a chance that retard could randomly just like turn around and sock somebody in the face by happenstance.
Yeah, retard strength. Come on.
You know what I mean? It's very funny. If they invade, Trump should just challenge Kim Jong Un to a golf match, since Kim Jong Un.
He thinks is the best golfer in the world.
Yeah,
Right?
he's got like
Yeah.
an 18, he's got a hole in one on every hole or whatever. Official
God.
scorecard.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Do you think he had like he hit the ball, somebody had to catch it and run it to the hole?
And throw it in the hole. Look at
Put it in
that.
the
Look
hole.
at that. It's a one shot.
Yeah,
It was one fucking shot. Yeah.
Oh, incredible job, glorious Rita!
You were so smart.
And if he hits it, and the person who's trying to
Your
catch
penis
it
is so
catch
big.
it, they get shot.
Yeah.
Funny.
God.
Or the golf course is there. Instead of just like a regular cup, it's like a huge ass crater that like you couldn't miss it if you tried.
Yeah, the hole.
Every hole's a par
hole
three,
is
and it's a
the-
huge
the
fucking
hole is
crater.
the size of the green.
Yeah.
The entire green, one big
Just-
hole.
Yeah, and it's everything's like a par three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucking mini golf course.
It's a
18 holes on a mini
got
golf.
a putter, and the holes are the size of the green. Just hits it in.
Just hit it straight. You'll go in.
Like a sand wedge would be too much.
Our stream got canceled now. We're all culturally
Yeah.
appropriating. Yeah.
Packer fans, Brett Favre played golf with Trump today. Everybody freaked out.
He played.
What?
Oh, he did?
Go check Twitter.
Oh, Jesus.
This isn't like a Ray Park thing.
Oh,
No, this
God.
is- yeah.
Hmm.
So Favre is canceled now.
Speaking
That
of
was
Ray Park,
interesting.
how has anything more developed from that yet? Like I've been asleep.
I haven't been keeping up with it.
I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, man.
That's just none of my
Andy was
business.
tweeting up a bunch of shit about it, like he's like spoke to the wife or something. I didn't
Damn
read it really. But.
Well, there was a bunch of rumors flying around because that's what people do, and like I'm all about fucking entertainment news and all that shit, but that stuff to me, regardless of if it got taken public onto Instagram, that shit's people's fucking lives and relationships that they only get one shot at that kind of thing, and
Yeah,
it's not anything that I want to talk about for my channel, like that kind of personal drama. So I've stayed away from it. Yeah, it seems like it wasn't him; it was somebody else in the images we saw, and that's why he posted it.
It's something that should have been it should have stayed behind closed doors, but they've just made it completely public, and it's a little bit pathetic from an adult standpoint.
Yeah. Where's your McDonald's, Rhino?
yeah. Where's your Mac?
Oh yeah, I know. I made some food this morning, and
No.
Where's it at?
I ate it. I ate it before we started. I actually am getting a little hungry though because I've just been watching you eat pizza and Mara eat flaming hot Cheetos, and it's made me fucking. I'm sitting here going,
Oh, fuck, dude.
I could eat some pizza and I could eat some Cheetos. Like what is that?
Fucking Boss Logic made a fucking movie poster with Brie Larson as Metroid.
Oh God, Brie Larson. Has anybody watched her second video? I didn't even watch her first video, but has anybody actually watched?
No.
I don't watch it anymore.
No.
Why
But
would
I
I
saw-
not watch that?
I saw a quartering video that was titled "Brie Larson's channel views embarrassingly low. Her channel's in trouble." Something like that.
I don't give a
She's
shit
got-
anyway.
She's got like
watch it.
200,000 subscribers. And
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is she beating Jeremy yet?
Yeah,
She's
blew-
past Jer- Oh, yeah.
blew
She's.
his ass out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess she
Cancel
doesn't
Jeremy.
need his help anymore.
No.
The only way I'd watch any of her premiere is just to spam the chat with like Hail Kenzie Taylor, the real Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
See how fast I get blocked.
Yep.
And
like,
she got tagged. She
even
got
my
tagged
fucking-
in. She got tagged in heaps of tweets before we did that.
She got tagged on a ton of shit.
Oh, heaps. She would have seen it for sure.
Guaranteed. Well, her publicist probably saw it, but she didn't see it.
Do you reckon she
She
came and
doesn't
watched the
fucking
stream?
Come on.
Brie Larson's too busy playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah. 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 She
And all the
records,
other-
everybody else does everything else for her. And
On
she's
Nintendo.
like, maybe
Didn't she
say this
demand-
on Twitter,
didn't she
and then
demand
they
a job or
they
something
post it.
from Nintendo or something.
Well,
What?
that's Animal
I'm hearing
Crossing.
now.
No.
Sorry, what?
Nintendo Animal Crossing is Nintendo.
Yeah.
she said
okay.
that she wants to play.
Mario.
She said she wants to play Samus.
Yeah, she wants to play. Yeah. Yeah, she wants to play that.
Right.
Yeah. Because she
Guys-
knows who that is.
You guys want to see the first video I've ever got ratioed on?
Sure.
God,
Funny.
man.
Speaking of your videos too, I was searching for pictures of Black Suit Superman, and your video talking about the Vero post back in November popped up in my in the Google search.
Oh, all the way back. That video did probably better than this one's gonna do because everyone's talking
I
about
watched it again.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll watch it. Screw it.
Let's see.
Yeah, now it's a confirmed thing, and they don't actually.
Oh.
Have to,
Awesome. Thanks, man.
This Sports Wars video I fucking said I said player. I didn't even do players. Wow, I'm an idiot. Players kneel during national anthem on MLB opening day. Black Lives Matter pregame demonstration. 318 to 554.
Oh, Jesus.
Correct.
Full ratio.
But sports is weird because I feel like the sports YouTube shit is so different than what we do. Like, fucking way different.
Yeah.
And I think that for sports specifically, because people are just like looking for the news, sometimes I don't even care like what your take really is. They just like, they see it and they're like, what the fuck? Players kneeling during national anthem, dislike. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't even know if you are okay with it or not.
Yeah, because when you go through the comments,
the event.
Yeah, when you go through the comments, they're almost all like, "Wow, this is bullshit." So it's weird.
Okay, did you watch the video? Because I say the same thing in it.
Well, yeah, they're like, "Oh, oh, I can't believe these players are kneeling, disrespectful, blah, like all that." They're all kind of saying that. Yet there's a shit ton of fucking dislike. I just thought
it's like congressional approval numbers. Not to get specifically into politics, but like you poll people, and it doesn't matter which party's in power in Congress.
Mm-hmm.
The party that's opposed to them, of course, is not going to approve of Congress favorably. And the party that's on their side is always going to think they're not doing enough with the power that they now have. So they're mad too. So, of course, they get like a super low rating because it's just, on one side is you're not doing enough. The other side is we don't like anything you're doing. So we're going to just, nobody likes them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like who you're going to actually vote for, they still vote the one way.
Boy, thank you, Puss. What's up? Steph is here as well. Hey, old Steph. What's up?
Hey,
Welcome.
Steph.
Glad you're here.
What's up?
Yeah, I put the
There's
poll
a
link
poll
in there
link.
again. I didn't even check the damn poll link. What's going on with that? To see. Oh shit! It's kind of one sided right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I was expecting it to be a lot closer than that. Let's put it that way. Yeah. 10-4 Spaceballs. I was expecting it to be almost tied the whole time.
I think it's because everybody. I think it's because everybody's love for Star Wars.
Oh, I thought you were going to say everybody's old.
That's what I thought too. That was like your demographics, but
Well, that and obviously Spaceballs is the classic.
yeah.
It's probably what people saw first.
Yeah.
Most likely. Yeah. Oh, there's Lethal in the chat now too.
Yeah.
Meet the clock.
How are you alive? Go to bed.
Yeah,
it's
he
always
was
like
like 3 hours of
on
sleep.
Twitter. Yeah, he probably just woke up. Probably slept for like 4 hours.
Yeah, you probably didn't get that much sleep.
I didn't sleep much at all. No.
When did our stream end? So
Started at 2:30. Was an hour long. Talked for about 30 minutes. So 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern.
yeah, you would only got like 5 hours.
Six-ish. When I got done. Yeah.
Daniel can't stand Spaceballs.
Oh, I can't stand Daniel.
I'm sure Daniel will have a response for that.
I'm sure he does, and it'll be fuck Victoria.
Sure.
Well,
And then my response will be just go to bed.
Yeah.
What's that,
One-
Mara?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the kind of combination a Victorian would have on their luggage.
God.
God damn. Oh, hey, Ryan, my Darth Revan and Darth Malak pops came today.
Oh,
Did you get yours?
I didn't even know about it. I probably got an email. I never checked that email, but I'll have to check it.
We got back from lunch, and it looked like somebody had walked all over the fucking box before they put it on my step, but thank God it was not damaged.
Oh, see, I got
Because
my
they're sold
shit
out.
in the store.
Yeah. Oh, you had to ship to store?
Yeah, I don't know why.
So
I
what
like
are
going
they-
there.
Yeah, fuck Rhino. What'd you get? Their Funko Pops for Star
Yeah,
Wars?
it's Revan and Malik. Yeah.
Oh, God.
See
That's
what
the
it
end
is.
of the right
Somebody didn't
Geek
step on the
Jedi
box.
show,
They
everyone.
opened it up,
Bye.
saw that it was Star Wars, and said no
I
thanks.
quit.
Well, I mean, I bought him because it's Darth Revan and Darth Malak.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you buy the Trooper too?
no.
I got the
No.
Trooper from Force Unleashed.
Oh, you did?
I didn't get Yoda though. Fuck Yoda. I don't give a fuck about
Why did they
Yoda.
get that Yoda? Well, it doesn't look like Yoda. Why does it have a fucking hood on it? It's just
He had
because there's a variant skin in Battlefront 2. They made a damn pop about it.
Yeah,
Super.
I would like to think that he had his hood up when they were going to the Jedi temple. When him and Obi-Wan were going to the Jedi temple.
You would think so.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
So, like,
otherwise
maybe-
they kind of stand out a little bit.
Yeah, they'd be like, maybe he's
Obi-Wan's like, this is my kid. I'm just bringing him by to show the temple.
yeah. This is,
We're on a fucking field trip. Shut up. Yeah.
Bring your kid to work day.
Yeah.
Benzo's playing with fire in the chat. There's a lot of
real
people-
quick, Senate. There is actually rumors going out that there's going to be an HK-47 Black Series coming too, and there's talk of a Nihilist Black Series as well. Apparently, the prototypes floating around. Yeah,
I haven't heard the HK. Oh my god, HK-47. That would be fucking incredible as a Black Series. That'll fucking I'll stop by $50 right up front.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I would. Yeah, up there. There's a lot of Baby Yoda love in the chat.
I was just gonna say, Benzo in the chat. He's playing with fire. There's a lot of people on this panel that will.
My wife a Baby Yoda at my.
Don't really like Baby Yoda.
Ben's just trying to trigger me.
There we go. I'm with you. Baby Yoda's a great snack.
Great snack for Chewie. It should have been Baby Yoda, not a porg in Chewie's hand in The Last Jedi.
Well, only if Chewie had the balls to fucking eat it.
Just eat the yeah.
Although I mean, he cooked it anyway, so
don't waste it. Don't drop it on the fucking ground. Just eat it.
Yeah.
And would Chewie have really cooked it? Like,
yeah, he killed it, cooked it. He's ready to eat it.
But would he have really cooked it? Like, wouldn't he have just eaten it?
I think he was just eating it, but like, of course, Ryan Johnson.
He's been spending a lot of time around humans. They cook their food.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, he used to fucking eat humans because
I can see where Rhino's like, because Chewie in Return of the Jedi was ready to eat the raw meat that was hanging.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, fucking dummy, fucking dumbass Chewbacca got tricked.
Return of the Jedi would have been better if like one of the rebels, the Ewoks ate one of them.
Imagine a fucking dude who was running like full tilt through the fucking grass in a fucking forest when you're on a mission to get the shield down from the fucking Death Star, and he's so distracted by a piece of raw hanging meat he can't control himself, and you're trapped. These little motherfuckers, yet he's your goddamn co-pilot of the Millennium Falcon. You trust him to pilot a spaceship? What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Fucking Wookiees are trash.
Oh god. Hey, let's go.
I think there's a missed opportunity with the Ewoks because they're banging on like a bunch of stormtrooper helmets for like drums. Like I wanted to see them eat the stormtroopers.
Probably did.
Well,
where are the bodies?
People before, so
they were
gonna eat everybody else. They were gonna eat Luke, Han, Leia. Well, not Leia, but they were gonna eat them.
Why wouldn't they gonna eat Leia just because she made friends with what's his nuts?
Yeah,
probably.
Han's like, these are people you can't eat. These are people you can't eat.
Good old
over the years on the Falcon, he's like, Chewie's like, can I eat those people? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Well, Wookiees are
whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get Leia pussy, obviously. Yub nub. Get a little yub nub.
Just get a little yub nub.
So what is it like if humans are into animals and acting like animals, they're furries, what is an animal that wants to act like a human?
It's a
Identity crisis.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I identify as an Ewok.
Yeah.
I'm an Ewok.
There you go.
Fuck all y'all.
Sup, my Ewoks.
Who's St. Kilda? Is that an Australian football team?
Correct. Why? What are you saying? What are you reading?
They were playing Port Adelaide today. Is that right?
They played are they playing today or did they play last night?
I don't know.
Why? Are you watching? Are you watching it?
On Sports Center. It was in the top 10. It was in the top 10. Fucking video.
Who the fuck lets you get on a keyboard? Get out of here.
It was a little move. It was a little fucking move that somebody made to score. It was in the top 10 in Sports Center tonight.
Did you see it? Did you like it?
I didn't really understand what happened.
Okay.
But I saw some guys wearing short shorts
football.
that looked like they couldn't string 4 words together and it said Adelaide and St. something. So I thought it was Australian rules football.
Yeah, no, it is. I got to teach you that. I reckon if you understood the rules and you saw it, I reckon you'd like it.
I don't got time
I
for that
watched
shit.
Jedi. Yeah, that's what should have happened.
Magic
Yeah,
hand thing.
fucking oath.
They can aim. It's canon.
That's what you say to your girlfriend, right? Like, do the magic hand thing. Yeah. Who's letting you type? And by the way, baby, what the fuck are you just in the shit by yourself?
I think the Mandalorian's just holding him up to the keyboard. And
He literally took his phone. He's like in the bathroom with his phone, like fucking.
He's using a dark
Created an
side
account on
technique. He's using a dark side technique to possess someone so that they can type for him.
Hey, baby Yoda, somebody's arm wrestling Mando. Go murder them now, okay?
Yeah, choke the bitch.
Yeah, go choke.
Doing Ezra.
You and me, Craig. Let's go.
Baby Yoda did an Ezra Miller to
Yeah.
what's her name? I don't even know the fucking character's name.
I never watched the show, so
Which
I don't
one?
even know.
The chick.
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune.
Yeah. I know her name. I don't remember the Mandalorian's name.
Din Djarin.
Yeah, Din Djarin.
That's it.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't remember because I care. I just remember.
Yeah, because you had to do it for a video, so you remember saying that line over and over, probably.
Bin Chuckin.
Yeah. Shiny helmet dude. That's his name.
Yeah. Who can't take it off to show anyone, but he can show a field full of kids looking out the window. And he can also show a droid that's not really alive.
What?
But couldn't the droid isn't the droid probably recording what he's seeing?
Yeah.
But he dies anyway, so who cares? He blows himself up to sacrifice, he sacrifices himself. So that really doesn't care. The one thing that I look at is dude, you've just been talking about your helmet and how you don't take it off to show anyone and all of this kind of stuff, and then you go to sit down to eat and you take it off, and there's just these kids playing. And they can literally just look up and see you.
He's like, "This is my religion. I can never take that helmet off." Oh wait, I need to eat these. I need to eat these eggs.
Well, that's how they're going to make it officially the Baby Yoda show. Is he's going to get caught with his helmet off, eating some food, and then he'll kill himself.
And Baby Yoda
And then
takes
it'll be
over.
and Baby Yoda will take over.
I'm sure I know the answer to that sentence.
Yeah, the
I
Baby
don't mind
Yoda
him.
pick up his helmet and put it on his head.
I don't mind him taking the mask off in front of the droid.
What?
I get the. I don't like that they did that. I don't like that they did that because I don't think we should have seen his face right then, especially because it was really underwhelming when you saw Pedro Pascal's ugly ass fucking face under that helmet. But
You're like, oh, that's you? Damn.
yeah, but I didn't have any problem with him showing the droid to survive. I had a problem with the execution a little bit, but my problem is in episode 4, I think it is, when he literally gets done telling this chick how fucking important the helmet is, how it's part of his religion, and then in an open window, you sit down to eat your fucking breakfast, and there's literally you're right in front of this whole village. There's kids playing 20 feet away from you, and you take it off and you eat in front of this open window. That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
Why, Apollo? Why are you asking these questions?
He always does.
Daniel says spoilers, Rhino. Dude,
What the
if you haven't
hell?
seen The Mandalorian by now, you're either not gonna watch it or yeah.
That's where I am. I doubt very seriously I'll watch it before the free year is up. So I have no desire to watch it.
And with the way most Star Wars fans feel about Star Wars, it's almost like the Rise of Skywalker spoilers. Everybody just wanted to no one cared about being spoiled.
Damn, Baby Yoda. Going for the jugular right away.
You know, I see two massive differences between Endgame and the Rise of Skywalker in regards to the fan reactions and all of that sort of thing. The fans for the Marvel stuff, even if people had seen it, they were consciously avoiding giving away spoilers to other people that hadn't seen it. Whereas with Star Wars, it was like, oh, have you seen the spoilers? Have you seen the leaks? And it's like, oh, nah, you want to know? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Yeah, nobody fucking cared.
No one
Nobody cared.
cared.
Nobody cared.
But everyone cared about being spoiled for Endgame.
Yeah, because we actually cared about that.
And there was a respect within the fandom that nobody was doing it either. Or there was at least a lot of people weren't doing it, giving it away. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. There was a massive difference between those two.
Yeah.
Don't start Lyndon. He'll talk. He actually talks when you talk about MCU. He'll open up.
Yeah, right.
I don't say time travel didn't make it made absolutely no sense in that film.
Oh, Endgame on a rewatch is worse and worse and worse every time. It really is. Avengers Intism, yes. And yes, Endgame is the big gay.
Yeah, but see, okay, let me say, you could say Endgame is almost like the Star Wars prequel of the MCU. It was a little bit disappointing in its execution, but it's still, at least in a way, wrapped up the story. It's still, you could say, respected at least what they made and had coming up before. So there's a massive difference there too.
Yeah. Did you like Endgame, Mara?
What?
Sorry. Did you like Endgame?
I've only seen like scenes. I haven't watched the entire thing because I still maintain all they had to do once they got time travel figured out was just go back to the Battle of Wakanda, name for the head.
That's right. That's it. Mm-hmm.
That's all they had to do. Now they didn't have to go like a bunch of different places to collect whatever.
Well, there's a number of spots where they could have gone to do that. It would be like go to the one planet and knock out what's his name, Star-Lord, so he doesn't fuck it up.
Yeah, cut the fucking his arm off while they're trying to get that off.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity War is definitely better by a lot.
It would have to be a specific point. Like you would have to like do something like that to definitively make sure that you got possession of it. It couldn't just be like, oh, I went back in time and just moved the fucking space stone or some shit. Because then there'd be a potential for him in that timeline to figure it out and get it, even if it wasn't at that moment. It might be at another moment.
Well, what if you go back in time 3 years ago and tell Vision to, or tell
kill himself?
What's her name to kill the Vision?
She wouldn't have.
Then kill her. No.
She wouldn't have killed Vision.
Either you kill Vision or I'm going to kill you. All right.
As your damn options.
She would just kill you then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, probably.
That's because the rest of the MCU is pretty lazy, Benzo. That's why.
Yeah.
Just keep telling her that her brother deserved to die.
There's a truth.
I will say Infinity War is one of the best, if not the best, MCU movie.
It's second under Winter Soldier to me. For me,
Winter Soldier's better.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
It's right up there.
It is, and it's really good, and it's still good on
Infinity War above the first Avengers movie or below it?
I put it above it. Yeah,
above it.
Oh yeah.
Ryan, Mara.
Did you say Endgame?
Infinity War?
Do you put Infinity War above or below the first Avengers movie?
Above.
I don't know. See, like I checked out of the MCU post Doctor Strange, so
Doctor Strange?
maybe above. I don't know, but even Infinity War, I was like, okay. People were sad at the ending, and I'm sitting there going, they're coming back, right?
Yeah,
all of them have sequels. They're coming back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't necessarily. I still think they did a good job, like giving you the feeling of like fucking hopelessness there, even though we all know there's going to be a part.
Particularly that scene with Spider-Man.
If they really wanted to give you a sense of like possible hopelessness, off Tony Stark or Captain America, then you don't know if they're coming back because those guys don't have any movies in the works. Mm-hmm. They could still come back, but
yeah, they could have tied in the contract issues with that. I mean, that's what people expected. They weren't shocked by Tony Stark dying so much because they knew that it was all over the media that like this was going to be his last one. This run is done. Blah blah blah.
That's the thing. If you got a multiverse, anything can happen.
Well, you said you checked out after Doctor Strange. Did you not like Doctor Strange?
No, it's just I overall enjoyed Doctor Strange. It's just up to that point. I felt like with every movie, it was like I'm watching the same plot.
You're watching Star-Lord in a different movie.
It's just a formula. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Although I did watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but just to see how it was in terms of a sequel.
I enjoyed it.
I think like for that movie, it's like it could have just been the adventures of Yondu and Rockets, and it would have been cut out everything else. It would have been so much better.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, and that's how you do a death that actually like impacts you. Pretty much.
There you go. Yep, absolutely.
Like when those Ravagers came out, like from hyperspace or whatever you want to call it in the MCU,
I'm gonna make a
send off. That's how you do it. That like really feel for it.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna make a clip of Leia floating through the air, and then have Hondo. Is that his name?
Yondu.
Yeah, have his him saying, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all," over the top of it.
Somebody did it. It's on
really?
YouTube. Oh yeah, they
okay,
did.
cool.
As soon as the Leia stuff came out, like somebody had pirated version of that. That shit was out there real quick. Yeah, really quick.
That and the line where it's like he may be your father, but he was never like your dad.
Your daddy, like right there, Baby Yoda said it.
You have a father, but but I think like the line was like a little bit differently, but like that still was like, it's
yeah.
And then you had the flashbacks of him raising Star-Lord and things like that. So I'm like, oh my god! And then they kill him off. I'm like, okay, you kill off my favorite character. I'm definitely checked out.
I know.
It was basically like he may be your father, but he was never your daddy or some shit.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
The guy raised you pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
The most emotionally impactful moment of that fucking film.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been, when Star-Lord found out that he had killed his mom. He's like, "You killed my mom, and you broke my Walkman." Kind of ruined it a little bit.
Yeah.
I had to get that cringe joke in there for you, buddy.
Kind of like season or episode 7 of The Mandalorian has this emotionally impactful moment when Quill dies, and then it's immediately ruined by Taika Waititi making a stormtroopers can't shoot joke.
Yeah,
for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but I do have to get going, guys. But thanks for having me on, as
Absolutely,
always.
Right. Glad to have you. And you're doing your stream tomorrow. Is it
3:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern?
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
So I'll be doing it
for that stream, guys.
Awesome. But thanks for
stopping by, Ryan.
For sure. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yep. Good night, man. I'm putting.
Go and subscribe to Ryan. Check out his videos. He's got great content, and he keeps going up and finding new heights. So go and check his channel.
This is a question totally off topic, but during my stream, my headphones kept going in and out. Like I'd have to keep turning them back on. So anybody else had that issue with headphones?
With StreamYards?
No, with like the PlayStation 4.
Oh,
I'm not a PlayStation person. I couldn't tell you.
I haven't. I've had an issue on OBS where during the stream on Tuesday, I kept losing audio every 15 minutes. So I had to because I'd have to go into preferences and change it back to HDMI audio, then change it back to analog line in. Yeah. It would just come right back.
I don't know what's going on. It's just like the headphones would just like turn off, and then I'd have to turn them back on. So at one point,
weird.
One point during the stream, I had to say, "So if you see me doing this, every time like having to lift like my hand up to my headphones, I was turning them back on because I would hear the beeps that was going off."
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Were you streaming through OBS or directly through your PlayStation?
Directly through my PlayStation. That's how I've been doing it so far.
Oh, yeah. Can't help you.
You got that? You got a PlayStation camera, right? That's what you're using.
Yeah, it's a used one right now. At some point down the road, I'm going to try to get an Elgato, but they're like almost $200. But yeah, like it works for what I need to do now. It works. It's just I don't know what's going on with the headphones.
Yeah, I would maybe just kind of do some Google research, maybe even check some Reddit stuff for PlayStation, see if everybody else has had the same issue because there might be something out there to fix it. People might have the same issue.
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah, I do have gremlins in the headphones.
What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I said I use Xbox. I've never had any issues like that with Xbox.
I literally thought you said Xbox is better in the background while we were talking.
It is.
No, go watch their stream and tell me that it's better. Their little reveal they did the other day.
I don't care what they say. It's my opinion that counts.
I didn't. Did you watch
PC Master Race?
Well, I know you're going to say that, but yeah.
Well, I've played games on all three, so I have.
Me too. Me too. I used to be a big Xbox guy back in the day. Are you going to be streaming a lot more?
They shot their load with the Halo Infinity reveal, because after that I was like checked out.
I know why they did it at the beginning was stupid. I don't know why.
I started looking for patterns in the wall, like you.
I gotta start streaming. I gotta start doing some gaming streams. I might do those on YouTube though, because just to get some watch time on the channel.
That's what I'm doing on YouTube. It's the same thing to get some subscribers and get some more watch time. I actually gained like 3 subs on that stream the other night. So
I might do some Assassin's Creed.
See some gaming rage then for sure.
Oh
Like,
man, man, you think Ryan rages? I get pretty pissed off. It depends on what game I'm playing though. Like if I'm playing something like Assassin's Creed, you won't really see me rage too much, but I can talk a lot while I'd be doing something like that. But if you watch me play something like COD, like
everybody rages on that. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's like you know who's comfortable with losing? Losers.
That's right. People get pissed off.
Get pissed off when you lose.
Yeah.
I haven't exactly raged yet. I've come close.
Oh, I want to see that. I want to see you go.
Yeah,
me too. Me too.
That'd be pretty cool.
But throughout the Ghost of Tsushima game I was playing today, I was like, see everything I'm doing? That's follow what I say, not what Drunk does.
Yeah.
Everything Drunk does, don't do.
What would people want me to put? What would people come and watch me play? Would you come and watch me play Assassin's Creed?
Nope.
Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order.
I still haven't fucking played that game. I still
Call of Duty or Battlefront.
I want to see you get pissed drunk and then do only the slide parts in Fallen Order.
Oh, did you all see the video that Drunk uploaded?
Yeah, I did see that.
I was there for that stream, and we were counting in the chat 1, 2, 3. We kept falling like 33 times.
It didn't take me long to do it.
That's one of the reasons I really dislike that game, because like when it's one thing if you meet up with a major boss and you get killed and you kind of have to restart, but like the first time you're playing through the game, you shouldn't have to know where you're supposed to line up to make a jump the first time through. It just kind of takes me out when like, oh, I didn't know I had to be on the left side of that ramp in order to catch the rope over there, because obviously I didn't see it because I've never played. Like when you keep dying because of reasons like that, it's just frustrating. It takes me out of the game.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
I would actually play Ghost of Tsushima if did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
If it weren't a PS4,
if I already had a PlayStation, but I don't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Play Jedi.
I'm gonna get it this week.
I've actually been playing that on my Xbox. Actually, that's not bad.
Jedi Academy.
I might play.
Yeah, do Jedi Academy.
I've only done 2 missions on that. I still need to finish it, so maybe I should stream a bit of that.
I meant to ask Ryan if he's managed to kill a bear or not, because so far I've managed to kill 3 and somehow survive.
No kidding.
Yeah.
See, I
you know what you should do is,
but it's gonna cost. It could cost me like I got to buy a console, and
you might go wait for the PS5 if you're
exactly. Why would I go and buy a PS4 when the
PS5
is about to come out?
go back and play Dark Forces. That's a game that is so old. It's hard to play because it's just old. It's not complex. It's just the controls are awful.
It's
do some gaming streams.
I keep wanting to get premium for Geeks and Gamers just so I can watch Drunk playing Dark Souls.
I thought, and he's really not much of a gamer, is he? Like,
no, He has Ghost of Tsushima on easy mode, and he somehow managed to kill the horse.
God.
And to top it off, you have 3 naming options to choose from, and one of them is I think it's pronounced Kojay or Koge, which means shadow. So of course he picks that because that's my YouTube channel name. Because I harass him every time he's on Twitch.
So he says he's riding it,
and he jumps off a cliff and kills the horse.
Oh my god! Shit.
Well, that's kind of the like. Come on, like anybody who played Skyrim, you had to like walk up to like the mountain with a horse just to like jump off just to do it. Like, you got to do it.
I don't know why.
Cyberpunk, is that PlayStation only as well?
Drunk is the opposite of a gamer.
No, that's Xbox and PlayStation, because when I went to go in to pre-order it, you had those 2 options. So
yeah, okay. Because I'm at least want to play that, but like I really, based on what everyone's saying about this game, I so want to play it. Like,
I know.
Look,
I'm probably gonna go get it tomorrow.
I don't know what to do because again, I don't have a PlayStation. All my mates like have Xboxes as well, so like I don't have a mate that's even got a PlayStation to even just go and play a little bit of it.
I don't know if it's good enough to buy a whole console just to play one specific.
I don't
game.
think
Not
so
one of those
either.
consoles cost that much.
If you do that though, we could play Battlefront together. Just saying.
But why isn't Battlefront? Can't you?
Battlefront was designed good to be crossplay.
It's not cross-platform.
Oh, bullshit.
Exactly.
They need to sort this shit out. They need to sort this shit out. They should cross-play everything. Yes,
I agree.
The PlayStation
The reason they
game,
don't is because the PC gamers mop because they have the mouse and keyboard to point name. That's
I think it's because they mod. That's why.
Well, you can
don't allow PC in.
PC cheats. That's why people.
Well, that's fucking cross-platform. Like you want some.
Yeah, cross-platform is
but not
PC,
the other.
Xbox, and PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
like
saying,
Call of Duty does that.
Just allow it between. Anyway.
Gen X Drunk doesn't even consider himself a gamer because, like I said, he has Ghost on easy mode.
Goomer.
So, and I hassle him by saying that normal is easy mode for gamers. So. And he has like the one below that.
Shit, I do normal mode. I'm not.
That's the other thing too. Is they got Spider-Man on PlayStation?
Shit, yeah, dude, I haven't played that yet either.
Uncharted,
Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it's PlayStation exclusive as well.
Horizon Zero Dawn is worth buying a PS4 for. That's absolutely hands down.
Which one?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Last of Us 1, yeah. I've been tempted just to play Last of Us 1 just to see what the massive hype was behind it. I would never play Last of Us 2. I've seen enough of that to know that I'd fucking hate that game.
Well, the thing is,
just watch somebody who streamed it and then
they're playing it right now.
Or just watch a video where somebody cuts all the cutscenes. That's a game where all the plot really happens in cutscenes.
Yeah.
From what I've seen. And like games like that where you, like I said, all the plot is cutscenes. You can just watch an edited video of the cutscenes, and you know what happens in the story, and you don't really actually have to play it. Because I mean, it's a lot of wandering around. It's repetitive. I don't know.
I did not know Rocket League was cross-platform.
That I did.
Rocket League is
yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. I need to get that fucking game.
Yeah, you can get it on.
That's a game that lends itself well to cross-platform because it's a game that even PC gamers will generally use a controller for because driving games, an analog joystick works a lot better to drive than WASD.
Yeah, especially for that game when you can look. It's so you can you're not necessarily constantly looking in front of the car. It's constantly following the ball or something like that.
See, for me, when I play Grand Theft Auto, I would play once I got in the car, I'd pick up my Grand Theft Auto.
No, I know what you meant, but it sounded like you said audio. Sorry,
I think I said auto.
Oh
anyway, when I went in the car, I'd pick up my controller and drive the car that way. But then as soon as I exited the vehicle, back to mouse and keyboard.
Oh, wrong one.
Highlight.
I just did.
I'm gonna span that.
I got approved.
Yeah.
I got approved.
He was talking about that earlier, so yeah.
That deer girl must like you.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Since
I take responsibility for getting him those two. I harnessed my inner author Stephen Walton and I pitched it, and bang, we got the two members.
Yeah.
I take credit.
Since Lethal's in the chat, I hit 2 of the 3 things I have to do to get Twitch affiliates. You have to have at least 3 people watching. Had that, and I have now 54 followers.
Very nice.
So.
I put your link in the chat earlier, but I'm going to do it again.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Everybody needs to go follow Mara on Twitch, please.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Ghost
do it
Recon
now, please.
is a good game. I have played Ghost Recon, but I played an early one. I can't remember.
It's funny you say that too. It's still in the package. I bought it like 3 months ago. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Dude, I'm bad about buying games and not fucking playing them. I'm really bad about that.
There were some good lines in Ghost of Tsushima. I had to help this. The story, like part of the plot, is I have to save this woman's brother, and to do that, I need help from this guy who basically is a little rat. You know, he sells sake and food and stuff to the Mongols. So basically, he's like, you know, saving his own skin, so to speak. So he recruits me to help them because the Mongols are stealing food from this village that he's living in currently.
Mm-hmm.
And I find out that, again, he's a little rat after I help his story. And I hear the villagers are like scolding him as I'm like walking away, and he's like, I was trying to help. And I hear one of the villagers go, you want to help? Go choke on a rice ball, pretty much. It's like, go mate with the Mongol bomb.
Rice ball?
Rice ball, yeah, like, go mate with the Mongol bomb.
Wow.
Or something like that.
Just in regards to Ghost of Tsushima, can we just quickly talk about the typical the crap
raw
we
sushi
get from these Western journos or gaming.
White journos? Yeah.
Yeah, and basically they're saying how, you know, these Japanese gaming journalists and all this kind of stuff, you know, how dare you sort of say that you like it? Does that make sense to anyone? Like,
oh, you're talking about when the Japanese critics were raving about the game and like basically, I did a video on that. They were and I'm like, you're actually upset that a game that is catering to Japanese history is loved by the Japanese.
Yeah. Like, does
that's
that make
a good video too, Mara?
That doesn't make sense that's just weird. Like, the thing is don't these people sort of sit back and look at what they're even saying?
No, they don't care.
Obviously.
If they did, they'd realize how stupid they were, and they wouldn't. And they wouldn't have the stupid shit on Twitter. Because there was one tweet that I read in this article that I was for the video, who actually said, like, you know, there are literally Japanese fascists, and I'm like, Japanese fascists? So
wow.
What?
Wow.
Like,
it doesn't make sense.
What?
They just can't, you know, not go after something. Like, I think I mentioned it a little bit last night with Cecil's cover, right? Like, as soon as they pulled Cecil's cover, I think I saw another tweet that it still wasn't even enough. It's like, oh, you're still working with people from Comicsgate and blah 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 blah. This doesn't change anything. Mm-hmm. Like, you've just pandered to those people. You've listened to them. You've bent the knee.
Yeah.
And it's still now not enough. It's just constant crap.
No, it was immediately, well, okay, we won that one. Let's immediately go after Jay Lee for working with comics.
Yeah.
You know,
from bullshit.
Yeah.
You ever notice that
in a piece of shit
in the comic book world, these type of people that keep doing this kind of shit, they're all people who have like zero actual intellectual properties that they've created.
Yeah.
They're always just hired to continue somebody else's characters and continue somebody else's stories.
Work.
Like none of them have done anything original that's been a hit. It's always, you know, they're inheriting these mega IPs that somebody else made popular. And then they're sitting on their high horse. It's boring, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got praise from the usual Twitter, 12 people on Twitter that,
like his little fucking bubble.
Like,
yeah.
You know, the Renfinises
Fucking
of the
Tom
world.
King,
Like,
piece of shit.
you go get him, Tom King.
Yeah, you
Good
cucked
job.
Batman in DC and you want to talk shit? Yeah, okay, whatever.
Right.
You have a shitty ass Batman run in comics and you act like you're a fucking big dude. Yeah, nope. His Batman was shit. It was so fucking bad. I didn't even finish it. I was like, nope, not doing that. Not doing that. What's up, Darkside Droids? Welcome to the party. I don't have that clip. I should have that clip. Welcome to the party, pal, but I don't have it. No, damn it. I don't even use fucking clips anymore. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I don't use mine anymore.
I know. I added a new one today.
I'm like, wake the fuck up. It's like, yes.
I had to add that one, yeah.
Yeah, I got a free clip for my channel for streams. I haven't had a chance to do that yet.
I got so many. I just don't use them. Like, I forget. And then, like, after it's over, they'll be like, did you forget to use the clips again? I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the first 5. Okay, yes, send it. And it's like, I waste my money on that. Yeah. It's. I just don't know what the hell he was thinking when he did. I mean, I know what DC was thinking. Fucking women are better than men. You know, make Batman shit. It's fine. Pissed me off quite a bit. Oh, Benzo, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you being here, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Good night, man. They do it because they can, and they do it to piss off the people that they know it's going to piss off. They do it intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really interesting too. Like, you know, the whole their whole, you know, Comicsgate is a hate group thing. It's like, oh, they harassed women and minorities and everything. Like, no, they went after people. And what I mean by went after, they tweeted replies and commented and critiqued.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And they happen to be women. So like, in their mind, if you go after anybody that's gay or transgender or a woman, like, it doesn't matter why you're going after them. It's just automatically it's because of that. I mean, and we see this all the time in the fandom. We didn't like The Last Jedi because Rey's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, no, we didn't like The Last Jedi because you fucked Luke.
Well, they don't even practice what they preach, because whenever I had Breebots coming after me, like no one said, hey, you can't attack her because she's a woman. No, because I had the nerve to say, fuck Captain. I basically said, fuck Breebots, and then
they came after you like re.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. That's what they
But
did.
it was great. It was great. There's a hashtag, and like, if you're on Twitter, anybody out there, like, try and use this hashtag. Follow Cecil. It's Dixon Comics. Is his Twitter handle?
Mm-hmm.
He started the hashtag. I don't know if he started, but I saw it on his post. It was like that Tom King hates Asians. It's like hashtag Tom King hates Asians because Jay Lee. He was going after Jay Lee, and since he was criticizing somebody that was Asian, then that must mean that the reason he's doing it is because he's Asian.
Mm-hmm.
So by their own logic, Tom King is racist against Asians.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going
and probably because the worst manga book in all of Japan probably outsells his garbage.
Oh yeah, sure. What'd you say, Rhino?
I'm going to chuck the links for Cash Grab.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the first one there. I'm also going to chuck the links in there. Let me just bring them up for Graveyard Shift 3.
Yes. Oh, thank you for that.
I got my secret perk for that. And I'll also chuck the link in there.
Oh, very nice.
Chuck the link in there for Cyberfrog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
that campaign is just blowing up.
Black lives don't matter if you don't agree with the people that are protesting.
Correct. That's correct.
Right. Yeah. It's like they're doing these things because they think it's some sort of shield against criticism. We know that's why they're doing it in a lot of these cases. You can't criticize this show, or you can't criticize this movie, or even if you say you don't want to go see this movie, you're not interested. Oh, it's because, you know, you just don't like women. You don't want to see this reboot of Charlie's Angels because you're a woman hater.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they recycle the same arguments, like the same thing for Ghostbusters 2016, and I was like,
exactly.
It's that same shit. Like, listen to
Good
what
point,
we're
Mara.
saying when we're actually making these criticisms. Like, we're not saying anything like that. We're giving valid reasons. It's not because Rey is a woman. There's other issues. It's not because Ghostbusters was an all-female cast. It was a really bad cast, poorly written, and
That's unfortunate.
and it wasn't a continuation of the original franchise.
Yeah, they couldn't even
Nice,
like
Paul.
the marketing wasn't even well planned, because original when they did like the one trailer, it made it look like it was supposed to be a continuation, and then the second trailer was like, oh no, it's a reboot. So like what happened originally never happened.
Right, and then that's what really got people like off of that movie and like, nope, never gonna see it. Not interested, because like, why bring a franchise back like Ghostbusters and then
like they still could have done all women and had them at least in some way connected to the original characters. Like daughters would have been, or it could have been even students. It could have even been students. Like Rey could have been a professor.
Yeah.
Sort of a situation.
Yeah.
And so it's just so that I'm like I said, I'm a woman and I'm complaining about this, and I'm saying, no, you could still have done this, but you're disrespecting what came before it just to push an all-female cast. And I ended up watching Ghostbusters 2016 when it came to TV, and I'm like,
I never have. I
was like, I saw it for free and I still want my money back. I did not laugh once in the entire movie.
It's not funny. That's why. It's not funny at all.
In the trailers and
so
every
bad.
clip I've seen, it's like that's the comedy you're advertising for this movie. Like, that's your best stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, no thanks.
And I could tell from the trailer, like these women who are supposed to be comedians had no concept of comedic timing whatsoever.
No.
Like there was the scene where, I don't know, they're in that room and trying to find the demon ghost or whatever the hell it is. And the one is wearing the crazy wig. And Kirsten Wig is like, gets shocked by it.
Yeah, that was oh god, that was so stupid.
Like that scene could have still worked if the one actress wearing the wigs would have just said, "It's the wig, isn't it?" And then just had Kristen Wiig walk away, sort of a situation. But then she follows it up with, "Is it the wig or the hat?" I'm like, okay, you just killed it.
You just took it. Yep, absolutely.
I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it.
No, don't.
It's like Dark Phoenix. I haven't seen Dark Phoenix, and I really don't want to see that either. And it was purely, I will say, with that movie.
He was streaming it now because I couldn't see there. Yeah. Probably the only reason why he did it.
Probably.
I don't want to see Dark Phoenix purely on the way that it was marketed. Like when Mystique says that line about the X-Men and how there's man, as soon as I saw that line, I'm like, fucking go woke, go broke, get the fuck away from me, film.
I know. Runner, that's funny you bring that up. My drive-in has, I think it's Ghostbusters and Goonies on the same screen. I believe. Yeah. It's been Ghostbusters has been up there for I think since they opened. They just moved it around to different screens with different. Actually, no, it's with Back to the Future now. Sorry. So it's Back to the Future and then Ghostbusters. So that is definitely a good combo to watch right there. Yeah. Do not I've been told just don't watch it.
I'm not bothering you.
My friend Jason, who does my beer reviews with me on the channel, on his flight to Paris last year, it was on the screen. They get to watch it on the plane. He said it was just absolutely god awful.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard any good things about it, really.
No.
And as an X-Men fan, X-Men's my thing. I really don't want to see it. I don't know.
I know.
I think Trey Courtney was saying it's not that bad, but I don't know.
I lost. Was it Days of Future Past? I think I kind of checked out X-Men.
See, I like Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past was all right.
What was the one that was after that one then?
Even
Apocalypse.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Apocalypse.
I did go see that one.
For me,
I checked out after that one.
Too bad. It wasn't as bad.
Good though.
Which one was the? Was it First Class that was really bad?
First Class was, I thought, one of the best ones.
And then it's not that one. Which one's First Class? Oh, that's the one where they get all together and
It's where they bring in the younger actors. Yeah.
See, I didn't mind First Class. I didn't like the ending, like the end battle. It was just one of those things that, like, Charles, use your goddamn powers, man.
Yeah, that was I
it was very frustrating because I'm sitting there like, mind control the tornado, dude, you stupid ass.
The thing is they kind of made Charles have too much faith in humanity in that moment, sort of thing, or in a few of those moments, like he was trying to allow them to make the right decisions themselves. And I understand, that's how Charles is. He's always like that. But yeah, I don't know.
It wasn't even that. It was like the other, I guess the Brotherhood characters that were trying to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like you can mind control them, man. Only Magneto has the helmet.
I loved Kevin Bacon in that movie. I thought he was fantastic.
He does play really good.
Kevin Bacon.
He plays really good bad guys.
He really fucking does. Yeah.
Like, he's a character he's an actor that's kind of like, he's easy to hate. I guess, sorry, Kevin, if you're out there and you don't find that to be a compliment, but you play good bad guys. You're easy to hate.
Oh yeah, it's a mark of a good actor because, like, if you see the evolution of his films and the fact that he can transition from a good character to a bad one, and he's still believable.
Oh, he played some like really god awful, like what was that stupid River Rapids movie? River Wild, man. My sister.
River Wild.
Man, he played such a fucking ass in that movie.
Yeah, my sister's been watching that for a while, so catch it.
Funny as subhuman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was Sebastian Shaw. That's right. He fucked that. Yeah,
Logan's by far my favorite. But is that a Wolverine movie or is that an X-Men movie?
It technically would be an X-Men movie because you have Dr. X and the other mutant in it. What's his name? Plus X-23 in it as well. I would put actually Days of Future Past when I was asked on Twitter slightly above Logan. I think in terms of quality, Logan is better, but in terms of rewatchability, Days of Future Past has the edge. Where like Logan is like the Joker film, where it's so visceral. It's okay. I'm one and done for a while, and I'm good. But Days of Future Past, I can like watch it over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with Logan. Is it as interesting as it is, and like I thought it was good, but that's not a world I want to go back to either. Like I don't want to see any continuation. I don't want to see the next one. That's it. Like done. Go back in time to before everybody else died, because this is you got nothing left now. I mean, I guess you could follow the kids and everything, but it would just be like, if you're gonna do that, then just go back in time to the characters we know.
Can we all just agree that we're never going to see New Mutants?
No.
Just release it on video on demand already.
We're never going to see that fucking thing. It's going to be horrible. Okay. Well, we might see it on a streaming service, but
the actors and actresses are going to come out on walkers to do like the talk show circuit to promote it when it actually gets a release date.
When it finally releases, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, well, tell me about this movie, and they're like, "Fuck if I know."
I don't remember anymore.
It was 60 years ago.
It's so fucking long ago. It was 60 years ago. They're 60 years old. In the movie, they're kids. They're doing the rounds, all the publicity, and all the. Oh man, how funny would that be? Yes, let me just get to my seat.
So when you shot this movie 60 years ago, how was it on this scene? I don't fucking remember.
It'd be actually really great is like it's 60 years they actually released the thing and it's a hit. Okay, and everybody wants a sequel and they're like, we can't. They're a little too old now.
It's gonna be 60 years in the future.
A fan-made trailer, because I read that trailer was fake, so it's not.
That's what I heard too. That's why I highlighted that too. Yeah, that was fake.
It was fake. It's not going to be on Disney Plus, at least not officially because they haven't come out and said anything. But that trailer that people were like, "Oh my god, it's going to be released on Disney Plus." I'm like, "Well, no, it's fake."
No, it's not. Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
that's funny.
Oh, come on, really? Well, I mean, they've already. I go. Greg, I was going to ask you. Did you see the thing that happened at on Comic-Con at Home panel with Star Trek where like YouTube struck it down? Did that really happen?
You know what? I meant to look that up. Let me look it up now.
I'll send you the article I had. I literally saw this. I'm like, that would make sense because of Sony striking their own shit too as well on Twitter.
Star Trek panel was fucking awful. I'm in the middle of working on script. I've been busy, so I haven't been able to really do much with it. But
I brought that up because I had it up here on my list and I wanted to ask you about it because I think if that's true, that would be fucking hilarious. That this is the state of Star Trek where he gets struck down their own panel on YouTube. Oh god, yeah.
Speaking of scripts, I've recorded my video. I am currently in the process of editing, so
nice.
It'll be out real soon.
Nice.
Kylo Ren.
Nice.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I'm actually honestly surprised it took you this long.
I've been really lazy with it, and I must admit, I was actually supposed to have it out on Friday, and I would have had it out on Friday, but I had a family thing come up, so I had to deal with a couple of bits and pieces this week specifically, so that's why it ended up dragging a little bit longer.
From what I can tell, that all that stuff is there.
Troy Courtney's right about that.
But yes, you're right, Mara. It took me way too long.
Yep.
Lazy as fuck.
I wouldn't bother with
We're on your side. Friendly fire. Oh god, that's just so funny.
Well, while you're finding that, I'm going to plug this too.
I was going to ask you about that, or to mention that. So yeah.
So we're doing the build party, building the
24-hour stream. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's going to be a fucking long one, that's for sure. So for all you people in the States, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
70
o'clock. 7 o'clock
p.m.
7 p.m. Central Time.
Okay.
For you in the States on Wednesday. So it's going to be a long one. We're going to have guests coming in. Mara, I'd love to have you on again. If you want to come past, I'll shoot you the link and you can come and go as you please. Just like last time.
Hold on, that'd be Thursday for you, Wednesday for me. Is that it?
Yes.
Correct.
Wednesday
night.
8
Yeah, I
p.m.
could do
Central.
8 p.m. for me. So.
7 o'clock. 7 p.m.
He's going full boom.
That's what. That's when it's going to end. Is 70 o'clock.
Yeah, 70 o'clock.
But I should be able to because it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern for me. So
cool. Okay,
that's the real hours, Rhino. So in Australia, it's going to be 10 o'clock Thursday morning. 10 o'clock Thursday.
Oh, you mean fake hours?
Australia.
You mean fake hours? So.
For all these people that live in the future, live ahead of these people in the States. So so that should be a lot of fun. It's 1,967 pieces. It's a lot. I will do another time lapse again. At the obviously like I did with the last one. That's the thing in Australia.
Yeah, it's 5 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's right. You're yeah.
So I got a few links to send out, and we'll have a few people come and have some fun, and come join us. Even Charles is going to join us.
It's funny. My dog jumps up in my face, and then I hear Charles. Charles is like, "No, he ain't stealing my thunder."
there. Oh, fucking
that's Charles.
Oh,
hey,
we got a visit from Charles.
Tadashi, are you going to let him upstage you?
Yeah.
Are you going to?
Charles saw the dog and thought, "Nah, you can't steal my thunder, buddy."
Let's see down here. Hey, Demi, what are you doing?
Aw, face.
Yeah, he's a full-blooded chocolate lab. Yeah. No, you're not climbing in my lap again.
Yeah, he's going to try.
Yeah, he's a lap dog. So, yeah.
He thinks he is.
Yeah, he gets what he wants, usually. My wife's like, why don't you get one of those gamer chairs that's a recliner, then he can sit with you. I'm Like find one that
Yeah,
swivels, maybe.
It's so funny, Origins, that you say that. I had the exact same thing happen. I had like 3 of those plastic tubs full of Lego. Like I had the old pirate ships, I had race tracks, I had everything. And I moved out of my parents' house. They decided to have a garage sale, and my dad sold all 3 tubs for $30, $10 a tub.
Oh, hey, Nina.
It would be worth like
that's a steal.
It's a steal, man. I looked up the pirate ship a couple of years ago, and it was going for $3,000, just the pirate ship, which would have been like a little section of one of these tubs. Man,
Jesus,
$3,000 for an old school Lego pirate ship.
That's crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy.
I don't
Thanks
know
for stopping by, Nina.
doing that because like that's something like that happened with my dad when he moved out of the house. Like this was arguably years ago, but he would have these dinosaur toys that he left at his parents' house, and they were supposed to be for his like future children, pretty much. But my grandmother sold them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's
ouch!
Yeah.
Ouch!
Yeah.
Just goes to show
That hurts.
all you youngins out there, runner, make sure your parents don't sell all your old school toys.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I mean, it's very different now, like especially toys after sort of throughout the 90s going into the 2000s, the amount of toys that were made were just insane. So they're not
it was massive,
quite as scarce as they are from like the 70s or 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Or even the early 90s.
Everybody thinks that they're going to make big bucks by saving them too, so you have more people that are preserving them.
That's right.
So they're not going scarce as fast.
Red sail pirate ship, yes, and I think I also had the blue sail pirate ship. But yeah, I definitely had the red one. I think the red one was the bigger one, and the blue one was a little bit. I can't remember now. It was that long ago. But yeah, all I remember is searching and looking up the same one that I had, and it was going for $3,000. I could only find like 2 or 3 of them as well. Insane.
Yeah.
By the time machine, I go back in time and beat the living fuck out of myself and my brothers for treating our toys the way we did at that time, because we could have had a lot of stuff saved up. Beat the shit out of everything we had.
The other thing that I had was the old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sewer. I had
my brother has that.
The van, the garbage truck.
Yeah, my brother has all that.
Had that.
It had the door or the bit that swung out, and you'd have Michelangelo sitting on the chair.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Man, I had all the figures. I had a couple of Foot Clan soldiers, and they all sold in that same garage sale too. I lost so much in that garage sale. It hurts. It hurts my soul.
That's got to.
Yeah. It hurts my soul.
Yeah.
Literally just staring.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my cat to come in here so I could show her on stream because of her tail loss from last week. But she don't want to be here. She's like, no, fuck you. Get out of my face.
But I'm going to take off because it's about 10 to 2 right now.
Yeah, it is late. Yeah, it's late your time. I appreciate you staying as long as you did.
Yeah, I love when you come on, Murray. You've been hanging out with us longer than we've been expecting you to. So we definitely appreciate it.
Love it.
I gotta get some sleep because I have D&D tomorrow, and Stieg I don't know how long he was in the chat for my Twitch stream, but he basically said, get some rest because you're dying tomorrow. Like, you can try.
Nice.
I'm not. You're not seeing my feet, Apollo. I'm not doing a handstand.
That's all he wants is feet pics.
Yeah.
I told him a foot story, and he started getting on to me about my feet. there was when me and my older sister were really young. We went outside. We went running outside, and we had no shoes on. And my mum comes out, and she's yelling at us. She's like, "Oi, don't go outside in bare feet. Come inside and put some shoes on." And my sister looks at her and goes, "I don't have bare feet. I got human feet." And it was so like at the time, I'm 2 years younger than my older sister, and I didn't think anything of it at the time. But I remember hearing the story from my mom, and I just lost it. It was so funny. I don't have bare feet. I've got human feet. Anyway, no Apollo, no feet. Yeah, that's right.
No, not doing
No
any
feet.
handstands, no.
No feet.
Is there anything that you want to plug or anything that you got coming up?
Nothing that I really have coming up other than trying to get in some Twitch streams so I get the hours. When I know when I'm definitely going to be doing them, I guess I'll tweet it out. If it's not tomorrow, then it'll definitely be like Monday afternoon thereabouts. Streaming again, Ghost of Tsushima. I might do that instead of doing a video. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But the only other thing that has like definitely coming up is if Drunk streams Monday evening, because I stream with him, My Nerdy Home, and Tugs Monday evenings. So if he's doing that, then that's where you'll find me Monday evening.
Yeah, that's 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Pacific, correct?
Around there. Like it's not really like a set time because he'll start at 8 p.m. one time and then 8:30 p.m. another time. So I never really like giving people a time until he creates the event.
So that's a no to suffering with us tomorrow night?
Yeah, come on, Rise of Skywalker.
Just to hear Rhino whine.
I am gonna whine.
Oh, no, he's gonna whine. Greg's like, stop whining.
Get ready for it.
I just want to hear, like, why do I have to watch this?
Why? Why am I doing this to
This is
myself?
so
Again?
bad.
And the fact that you're doing it it's the third time, I'm like, you're doing it sober. What's wrong with you?
I might not be sober. I might actually.
I wasn't sober during The Last Jedi.
The problem is with this one is it's going to be, by the time Ryan finishes, we're probably going to start by like 11 o'clock in the morning for me. So for me to start drinking at that time just because I'm watching a movie.
Day drinking?
I might. I'm on holiday, so why the fuck not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm just
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right.
That's right.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So on that note, I'm going to take off. Good night, and I'll catch you all later.
Good night, Mara. Thanks for coming on.
Good
We
night.
appreciate you being here.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Make sure you guys go follow her on Twitch as well. I put her link for Twitter, and then Darkside Droids put her link for YouTube up there as well. So check her out. She does great video content, really good stuff, and I'm excited for her Twitch stuff going forward too. So great channel.
Cool, because she just really reports on a lot of news or things that come up, but just things that she's really interested in. It's not like she's got a specific niche of it that she talks about. It's just whatever she's interested in.
We got
it's awesome.
Mega Jetty just came in. Storyman Jack is here as well.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Hey, guys.
Everybody being here. Yeah, we got 34 people watching now. I believe our
Crazy cat guy.
Yeah, we got a pretty good audience tonight, guys. 37 likes and 35 people watching right now. So yeah, thank you guys for being here.
Do you reckon we can break the 50 likes? Come on, guys, we can get that 50.
We can get 50 likes. We can do it. We can do it.
That'd be nice. All right.
Raging Rhino's cat is eating his toys.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So I remember coming on, like, I came on your stream for your Lego build, and I was, me and my wife usually spend time together on Wednesday nights. We were hanging out, and I turned on your stream, and you're gone, and everybody else is watching, and the cat comes on the table, and everybody's like, "Go for it, cat, go for it. We believe in you, Charles. We believe in you." And like they're cheering on the cat to knock over your fucking Lego set.
Yeah,
like,
I was
oh
so
my
disappointed
god,
he didn't do it.
It's too good.
Bad kitty, Charles. Bad
You'd see me doing Alinity.
Oh,
yes,
god,
3 dislikes. The Raylos are coming out in force because we're so important that we need 3 dislikes.
Sit down.
43 likes. We're moving. Thank you, people. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, we're going up there, guys. Thank you much. We appreciate it. Keeps moving my fucking thing.
Well, we sort of covered. Did we cover a little bit of the Ray Park stuff already?
I really didn't want to talk about that as much.
Yeah, there's not really.
I mean, there's really not a lot. You guys talked about quite a bit on the full Aussie. So
yeah. Well, it's because it's relevant to shit that we talk about on the full Aussie. But yeah, no, that's fine. We don't have to talk about that. I'm curious on the Lando shit.
Speaking of that, real quick, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for Lethal Live. If you guys want to watch the replays of the full Aussie, Lethal uploads them to his Lethal Live channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to that channel as well. He's trying to get the follow or subscribers up on that channel too. So please do that as well. We appreciate that. And I'm sure Lethal would appreciate that too. Yes. So yeah.
And Axel's stream is on there.
Yes. Go check out great streams from them. They do fantastic stuff on full Aussie. So, and the merchandise stuff is great too.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm getting my t-shirt soon. That should be coming in the next week or so.
Speaking of that, working on some ideas for Raging Geek Jedi shirts right now. So I haven't talked to these guys together in a while, so we're going to start looking at that stuff as well. So you're not getting on my lap. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Charles wants to get on my lap.
Yeah,
right now. But I'm thinking about going and making another coffee while we talk about Lando.
Oh, yeah. Pando Lando.
Oh, yeah, which one?
Oh, so poll results right now. We got 14-18. Spaceballs is winning over Galaxy Quest. If you guys have not voted,
close the gap though.
Oh, Mega Jetty streamed Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just gonna say like what I've been saying, Ghost of Raw Sushi. So do that.
Ghost of Gas Station Sushi.
Ghost of Gas Station. That would definitely bring on some ghosts right there. Yeah, Mega Jetty, nice. 5 hour stream, nice. And Greg, you've got you're working on that Star Trek video too. You're working on script for that, right?
Yes, sir.
And Darkside Droids just dropped the link for your channel in the link in the description as well. Or sorry, in the chat. Same with Raging Rhino. So I'm sure that everybody here, most of us subscribe to you guys, but if you guys haven't, definitely check out their channels. Drunk Tripio says Ghost of Tsunami. Nice. Ghost of 7-Eleven sushi, yes. So because people who eat 7-Eleven sushi usually become ghosts. Yeah.
I broke the 400 mark.
Chance. This
hey,
stream
Fallon.
brought to you by 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. Yeah, so we are getting getting more dong lover, right? Yeah, do you want to go make a coffee and then we'll talk about we will talk about
Yeah, you guys can start talking about it.
Sure.
I'll be able to hear you and all that jazz.
Looks like Evan's joined us as well too.
Nice. Hello.
Hey Evan, what's going on, man?
Holocron Keeper.
Yes, and like I said, Found Reacts is here as well. We got a lot of people popping in here. We got 34 people watching, and now we're going to talk about things that people are going to love in that stuff. So
and smash the like. We're 5 away from the 50. We're going to get
guys.
50 likes today.
So close.
It's awesome. All right, go for it.
You want to like in the stream? Yes, you want to.
Is there an actual article with this panda?
I think someone banning into comics. I'm gonna pull it up, but I'm
going to mute myself because the cat's pissing me off.
My dog is farting over here.
Speculation, and there's really not like a whole lot.
No, I was just looking to see if there's any other like where is it coming from? The source is what I meant. Like who's bringing it up?
I don't even remember. I know that like I think Grace Randolph did like months and months ago, and then
it's Kessel Run's transmission. That's who it is. They are the ones who said that Bad Batch was coming. And then it was announced like a day or two later. So
I just don't see how they're even going to do one with like Billy D. Williams. The man is not like shooting a television series show. Now, granted, like what they call a season of television now is a joke compared to what it was 20 years ago. I mean, 8 episodes of 30 some minutes long is not a fucking season, but.
Not happening, Apollo. It ain't happening. I'm sorry.
It's what they call a season now, but I don't think they're gonna. Like, could you imagine him being physically able to do that kind of filming? Like, you're gonna have him on the set for.
He'd have to be sitting down the whole time.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I just don't see him doing it. Like, and I don't want him to do it. As much as I like him and everything, and it's nothing about the character even, but like leave the poor man alone.
I know. Yeah, they've been trying to make him say like gender fluid stuff and all kinds of shit that they're taking him out of context for all kinds of crap before too. So yeah, just leave him in the hell alone.
Just leave him alone. Let him be in peace. Like don't.
Real quick, that's a really good question from Mega Jetty there. Speaking ghosts of 7-Eleven sushi, samurai with a lightsaber versus Jedi, who wins? Interesting. Not sure.
I'd say the Jedi because they
still use the Force. Yeah. So they have the edge.
Force. They can do all the other Force moves. Plus, they have the reflexes and the ability to kind of see their opponent's moves before they do them.
Yeah. And Dark Side Droid's Greg's mic switched because he went outside to smoke, and now he's back inside.
No, I didn't.
Okay. No, you didn't.
I don't do that. God, that's gross.
No, you don't do that stuff. That's cancer. You don't have to do cancer stuff. Ooh. I am dropping the poll link in more time, but so it's funny too because Grace Randolph is the first one who reported this like a while back, and somebody tweeted out like this scoop from these guys about Lando show, and she's like, a new scoop, really? And she like put her video in the description. It was pretty funny because she like reported it a while back, and yeah, I mean, I did not like Lando. I didn't like the way he did Lando. I didn't like Donald Glover. It was a very poor imitation. At least Alden Ehrenreich tried to do his own thing with Han Solo and not just be a carbon cut, like, you know.
It was an impression. It was an impression.
Yeah, that's exactly what Donald Glover did. It was just an impression of Billy D. Williams at that age playing, you know, as Lando. That's it. But I don't. You saw Solo, right? You did. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah. Yep. Did you think the same thing? Was it just a impression?
Yeah, I didn't think his character was that one even relevant to the story that much. I mean, he happened to be there, and that's kind of about it. And it was just like the entire movie concept: young Solo, young Lando, really wasn't interested in the first place. So I went into, before I watched it, I was probably a little bit biased. I thought that just it was boring. We didn't learn really anything about him that we really wanted to know.
Yeah,
I mean, he seemed to have like a creepy relationship with the most annoying creature in the Star Wars universe.
That fucking droid.
Time. That L337, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My personal opinion in regards to the Solo movie, in regards to Lando, is if there was one character that actually portrayed the character that we knew before, he was probably the best part of the movie, to be honest. Yes,
okay.
All I'm saying is, yes, we didn't really get anything more about Lando in the story within Solo, but if you look at the comparisons between the way Han Solo was portrayed in that movie compared to the Han Solo that we know, and the way Lando was portrayed in that movie in comparison to the Lando we know, I think Lando was a way better job. But it's I'm you know, again, the bar's not very high when you look at that movie.
That's a good point, Open-Airlock. What if Chris Pine had just done a Kirk impression, like a, you know?
He did some of the mannerisms, but he wasn't trying to be William Shatner, though. Like, he wasn't doing the William
Did you
Shatner
see the outtakes where he did do a William Shatner?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. How do you not do that when you're in the uniform and everything on the
bridge?
Yeah,
that's right.
Do it. Like, I mean, you wouldn't be human. Like, if I were on the bridge, I'd be, you know, breaking out a Shatner impression while I sat in the captain's chair.
Yeah, most likely.
I mean, fuck. Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't do that?
There's a Star Trek fan anyway.
I think with Lando, though, is you do need to have that continuity within the character. The thing that breaks it is the stupid relationship that he has with his L337. Is that what the name of the droid?
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, it really makes me wonder, like, what's going on between him and Lobot now?
Yeah, don't even go there, man.
They covered the Lobot stuff in the Lando comic series. Nothing like that. But I mean, I'm sure they'll on it eventually.
They can rewrite that canon in a minute, baby.
Definitely do it, I'm sure. It'll go back before they covered it in the Lando comic, and they're like, "Oh, see, this is what really happened." Yeah. No.
The thing that I hate is how, like, obviously they filled Solo with so much crap. Like, you know, in the OT, you've got the moment where 3PO says to Han, "I don't know where your ship learned to communicate," and of course they have to reference that in Solo and then make the way that this droid communicates this weird fucking droid that loves human cock, like. Well, I mean, is that not what it is? It's almost, and I always say it. It almost brings me back to the whole cockpit reference in Captain Marvel.
Oh God,
Kids don't need this shit. Like that moment where L337 says to, I don't even know who she says it to, but it's like it just works. They
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was
asked,
gross.
How does it work? And it's like it just does. Kid like that, and then they try and defend it and say, "Oh, Star Wars is for kids." Really? Is it really for kids? And you're trying to teach my kids? Not that I have any. If I was to have any, you're trying to teach kids that there's like again, and again, it's with the Captain Marvel thing, with the cockpit thing. I had my 10-year-old, my mate's 10-year-old daughter ask her mom in that movie theater, why? What is a cockpit? How do you explain that to a kid? Oh, yeah, another name for a dick is a cock. So, because men fly planes. Fuck off. Same shit. And then the whole droid uprising thing. Freedom. Droids are built by fucking the organic people within the universe, the organic beings within the universe to basically be slaves for them. Whether they treat them with respect or not, they don't fuck them.
No, they do not.
They don't build weird science. Let's just build a sex toy that we can just, play with for the rest of our lives. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
But do you think Anakin? Bad. Do you think Anakin in Episode 1 made R2D2 so he could, C3PO so he could stick his dick in it?
No.
Fuck no.
No, he made it for his mom.
That he could help his mom. Like, there's a reason.
No, he made it so it could fuck.
Yes,
his mom.
ran fucking time. It's so like.
Because
Anakin's mom comes in the room. She's like, "What are you doing, son?" He's like, "I'm making this droid. Why?
Yeah.
So I can have sex with it."
And then it's like that scene.
So you can have sex with it, mommy.
Instead of him going, "Oh, sorry, mom," it's like, "Oh, sorry, mom."
Well, Anakin didn't understand how things work because because his mom didn't understand how things work because he came home from little school one day and he's like, "Mommy, where do babies come from?" And she's like, "I don't know, because I don't know where you came from."
Yeah, I don't really know.
So,
they never taught us that in school.
Yeah, I can't really say for sure anymore. I thought I used to know, but then here you showed up. So fuck if I know. Maybe a robot did it.
Yes, we are 4 away from 50.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
It really
probably does, Megatron.
Yeah, probably.
It really does make you think what the fuck has happened to Star Wars and what it could have been. I'm curious to know. I haven't spoken to you, Jeff, in ages. I'm curious to know how you feel about these Doomcock rumors about the whole George Lucas thing and the whole sorry, go on. Give me your thoughts on it.
I don't know. I mean, I know that he's reported stuff in the past that came true, but some of this is a little bit too hard to believe.
Okay, so can I ask?
I don't know if he would come. I don't know if he would even come back.
Yeah.
I really don't think he would. I mean, he's like, just let it go to let it burn into the ground. I already got what I needed out of it. I mean, just do whatever you want with it. I mean, why would he come back and have to fix shit?
I think the reason he would come back
is because he is so heartbroken over it.
Well, there's that, and I think he wants, I think he fears that Disney's going to axe all the people that were carryovers from when they bought the company.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lucas sounded like a guy that, I wouldn't say he was, super generous with his employees, but I think he would feel bad that they're basically going to be absorbed into Disney as a whole, or just because, if they don't do something with Star Wars drastically to right the ship, Disney's just going to fold all those ILM people and everybody kind of into everything else, and Lucasfilm really won't be its own separate thing at all anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that probably would upset Lucas more than even what they did to his characters. Is
Okay,
that
so
something that he built? I mean,
yeah, I think to a degree he would almost want to come back to fix it.
He'd have to be in full control. That's the only way.
Because
it is,
because it is his legacy. Now, this is the thing that I look at. Right, is
not
we've
going
had,
to.
especially in the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of announcements. We've had this Lando thing. We've had the Bad Batch thing. We've had
Lando wasn't an official announcement. That's just rumors. Still,
no, I understand. There's rumors, but this is the thing that there's rumors out there. There's a whole thing about there was the rumor about Hayden Christensen going to be in the. Of course, that makes sense in my eyes, but going to be in the Obi-Wan series,
spin-off,
the Rebel spin-off.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of announcements. Now, I said the other night, I can't remember whether or not it was on the Full Aussie or John's stream, but to me, Disney Lucasfilm is fishing. Right? They're wanting to see what the fans do want, what is going to hook them right now. And the funny thing is I think a lot of the reactions been, yeah, look, I might see it, but you've taken the heart out of Star Wars. Like, no one's got that. Yes, give us that. I want to see that. Like, no one's got that anymore. Yeah. Right? So I feel it's the same thing with this, where you've got Lando, you've got these. I feel like they're just constantly fishing for what, for the answer right now. Whether or not they've put these rumors out there about George intentionally to try and fish to see whether or not that is what will get the fans back.
Yeah.
Whether or not it has been done that way, and whether or not it's true or not true, they would have to see this reaction of this massive hope coming back within the fandom.
They have to worry much more about whether or not he'd want to, more than whether the fans would accept them or not. Because I don't think that's not the fans is not going to be the deciding factor. It's going to be, whether or not he wants to. And honestly, I don't think he may
even if he was just the overseer, even if he was just the guy, I've heard
because he's incapable of being that guy. He's hands-on. He's not I think anybody that's close to Lucas who's honest with him, and unfortunately a lot of people that are close to him, I think weren't particularly honest with him around the prequel era.
Well, yeah, he had a lot of yes guys around him.
Too many of them. But I think if somebody were to sit Lucas down and just be brutally honest with him, and if he said, I'll just be the, I'll be the Kevin Feige, and they're going to say, George, you're not capable of doing that. You're going to be walking the floors of ILM, seeing what kind of puppets they come up with, and
being like,
you're going to be looking at the animations and saying, change this and everything. I don't think it's in his personality to be half in. And I honestly don't think it would be good. If I were his friend and he asked me, hey, Greg, should I take Star Wars back? I would say absolutely you should not. For one, there's so limited of an upside. To try and turn this thing around is a long haul, and you're not a young man. And do you really want to devote the next 10 years of your life trying to get a couple more movies off the ground?
Are you saying that if they came to him and said, what would it take? We will give you and let you do whatever you want, that he wouldn't? Purely on the fact of his age and that sort of thing. I mean, you've seen in some of the interviews that he's done how heartbroken he is over this. You can see it. He says, that you got to treat it like a breakup, and he has done that. But at the end of the day, they're going to come back groveling. They're coming back groveling, right? What would it take? Man, all he would have to say is, give me another $4 billion and I'll do it. And they'll probably do it.
Disney doesn't have that kind of
They don't
cash.
have that kind of money.
I understand that. But you understand what I'm saying? They're going to try and give him whatever the hell he wants. If he said, I swear, if he said, you've got to destroy the 3 movies that you made and let me make my trilogy, they'd probably do it.
I think they'd be tempted to. I don't think he would want to do that, to be honest with you. I just don't think he he would want to commit to it. Like, I think that he's heartbroken, but I don't know if he sees the light at the end of the tunnel, like how it's fixable. You would have to decanonize the 3 other movies, which that's not an easy task. It is. You could just sign a piece of paper saying, "I hereby decree that these movies are no longer canon."
Yeah, I know.
But that's not going to sit well with a good. There's a
But they did it with the EU, and that pretty much there was 50% of the fan base that were disgruntled with that. You're talking about a much lower percentage of the fan base that would be pissed off.
If they learned anything from when they did it with the EU, that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah. So what you're gonna say they're gonna try and make it a multiverse? They're gonna try and make it a multiverse. They're gonna try and make it a multiverse and break off here. George wouldn't let that happen. George would say no.
Just let it die. Don't do the. I'm at the point now where it's just like, just stop, end it. Here's like George Lucas. I want him to take over the company for one more day, basically say 2 words: the end. That's the only. Just let it go. It's done. It's over. I'm kind of getting towards Lethal's camp now on this stuff. Like, I don't think it can be. I don't think it can be salvaged. I think even if he came it back.
Sorry. I can't give up hope.
Well,
Star Wars Luke Skywalker taught me to never give up hope. Like, this is the whole.
He told me to walk away and find some green titty milk.
That wasn't Luke Skywalker. That was Jake Skywalker in his own words. In his own words.
This entire movie taught us exactly to deal with a situation like this. And man, isn't the irony of it's crazy?
But honestly, like I would tell George, no, don't do it. It's a trap.
Yeah, a trap.
If they say to him, "Hey, you have to come back. You have to fix this," and he says, "Give me the control of everything, hiring, firing, approvals on every single thing," I think he'd come back. But what he would do. I think he would. And I think he would find somebody or bring somebody in he's been working with for a long time, not Filoni, not Favreau, somebody else, because a lot of people have been working at Lucasfilm with George. They're probably in the George camp that are still working there.
Had a great track record of picking talent in the last 20 years.
Okay, but wouldn't what he's done before be better than what the fuck they're doing now?
I think it would be better for him to just walk away.
I just don't. If he has the chance to come back and do it, and just I don't think he walks away.
I honestly think if George got asked and he got what he wanted, like you say that he would walk. I don't think he would.
I don't know if he would. He should.
He walks away.
Maybe he should, but I don't think he would. And can you imagine? Again, that's what brings the hope back for a lot of fans is, could you imagine if that actually did happen?
But here's
like the day that gets announced. Wow.
We're going to, if that happens, and it's pipe dream. If that happens, George Lucas comes back, say decanonizes the sequel trilogy, decides, hey, I'm going to do my own. Will we get something that's better than the sequel trilogy? Yes,
I think we will.
Will it be good?
I don't think so. That's questionable.
It'll be better than what the fuck they did.
This is the thing. It'll be better and more consistent. It'll be better and more consistent with the story. Whether it be like, and this is where the fans do need to chill out a little bit. And I'm even talking to myself here in amongst this. Okay. If it's, let's say it's done as badly as this prequels. Sorry, I almost said sequels. Let's say it's portrayed and brought across as badly as it was in the prequels, but the story is still good enough. At least think about what we had. Think about what Disney did, and just accept. Like, because again, I accept the prequels for its flaws, or with its flaws.
Yeah.
But at least it tells a story, and it tells, and you can see it. You can see it. You can see what George was going for, whether or not it's shown really well. When he has that emotional outburst after he kills all the sand people, like, it does seem a little forced in regards to he's trying to act. You can see that he's trying to act that way. Well, to me anyway.
I'll revise my wish list. I want George Lucas to come back. I want him to just do a couple things. I want him to decanonize the 3 sequel movies and
Solo
and Solo. Well, no, decanonize all of Disney. Decanonize Rebels too. While we're at it,
you don't need to decanonize a Rogue One. I'll give him that.
But he would if he's going to come in and decanonize what they've done. He's going to do that.
I understand that, but I'm just saying he doesn't necessarily have to do that because that's not.
Agreed. I agree with you, but he would.
Anything.
I agree with you.
He does have to if he wants to bring back the expanded universe and have it be consistent.
True.
So here's what I want him to do: decanonize everything that Disney's done, every last bit of it.
So Rebels is gone.
Rebels is gone. Resistance is gone. Rogue One.
Tail end of the Clone Wars.
Tail end of the Clone Wars. All gone. Well, here's the thing: is you get rid of Rebels, you can go back to Clone Wars and do the original episode plan that they were
finish it like they wanted.
Finish how George wanted to tell the story.
You can't do that because Rebels, because dipshit cowboy couldn't keep his hands off his little pedo fetish.
Okay, all right. So continue your wish list. Sorry. So you basically just want everything decanonized.
Decanonize everything.
Done. Yep.
Bring back the EU.
Yep.
And bring back LucasArts, the video game company.
Okay, cool with that. Yeah.
And then that's it. No more movies. Forget it. The actors are too old, and one of them, unfortunately, is gone. Let more time pass, and he's not gonna outlive it. Unfortunately, I don't think Lucas will. Wait.
The thing is that I kind of want exactly the same thing, but I want him to then jump a little bit further forward, still have Luke Skywalker in the picture. Tell Jaina and Jason Solo and Anakin Solo and Ben Skywalker. Tell a bit of their stories branching off. Still have Luke in it. I understand that Han and Leia technically within the EU are still alive during these periods, but they don't have to be shown on screen. They can be referenced. Absolutely, they can be referenced, but they don't necessarily have to be shown. You can still tell a good story and not have them
They can
shown.
say that they're living. They're not in charge anymore in the military of the Republic, and they're living their own. They're trying to live
well, that's not going to be very consistent. Though. Like, how do you do Ben Skywalker's story without Luke Skywalker?
You have to go forward.
This is what I'm saying. Because I can tell you now, if George was to come back, Mark Hamill would. You tell me, Mark Hamill would certainly come back for George.
If George, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I think if I was his agent, I'd demand to see a goddamn script first, because I wouldn't even trust George at this point.
Hey, you get to see Eric for a second.
Hey, Eric. 51 likes, guys.
51. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All that being said, I think he's personally, for his own well-being, he should just stay away. Because I don't think I think no matter what he does, he's gonna be. It's gonna be divisive.
Star Wars is gonna kill him.
And he tarnishes his own reputation more. Like, I think he personally, reputation-wise, has more to lose if he comes back. Right now, he can be like, I sold it to the wrong company. I'm sorry about that, but they killed Star Wars. I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'd want that, dude. I'd add that to your wish list there, Greg. Republic Commando sequel, please. Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then continue the EU books too, though. I mean, do that.
Yeah, bring back those great authors that Disney, not the ones Disney won't fucking call in to bring in for books. I mean,
I would put in the company bylaws like Claudia Gray not allowed to write for this book. Jose Ortega or Jose whatever.
I'm just curious.
Anybody associated with the New Republic can't write for us.
Just quickly, I'm just curious in the chat. One, if you think if George Lucas was to come back, would change something? It would change something, or it wouldn't change. It wouldn't change.
Of course, it would change something.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit of a stupid question. Don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Jose Older.
It's a bit like asking who would want George Lucas to come back and who wouldn't want George Lucas to come back. Tell me who wouldn't want George Lucas back right now.
Me.
Star Wars and Lucasfilm.
Of course, I have hope. I always have hope that Star Wars will be better again down the road.
But you can't say that that's not what you.
I'm never going to lose hope. I will never do that. Sorry,
Greg. You can't say that's not what you
I'm
want.
Never. I'm Star Wars.
You don't think he should, and I understand why you're saying you don't think he should, but you can't say that you wouldn't want George Lucas back in the driver's seat of Lucasfilm.
No,
surely.
honestly, at this point now, I would say no. I don't want him to. I gave you my wish list. If he did come back, what I'd want him to do. But overall, at this point, I want Star Wars.
Do you reckon a system could work? And I said this on one of my other streams as well. But do you reckon this system could work where you've got somebody like Kevin Feige, you got George Lucas, Kevin Feige, and then you've got like Kevin Feige, setting it up, but everything's got to just go through Lucas at the top?
No.
See, that's the thing. Dark Side Droids, I think that's what he would do. I think he would come in and be like, look, I'm going to bring in all these great directors that I know and people that they know. And some of the, just bring in creative visions.
He's going to hire great stories. People. He knows great people. He's going to hire great people.
Yep. I mean, that's what he would do.
He's got his track record on judging great people has been pretty shitty lately.
But, who, George?
Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're going to say. Filoni, right?
Filoni and Kennedy.
Filoni, yeah, but Kennedy was a backstab. It was a fucking backstab. They've been longtime friends, too. She comes in, it's like, oh yeah, George, let's do this. Yeah, this can be great. I'll talk to you. I guarantee you that's what she filled his head with bullshit.
Put the backstab aside. Has she been a good executive producer?
No.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
She's been the worst. Is it because
of the backstab, or is it because she's talentless?
She's talentless.
It's both. Right.
So he's been a bad judge of talent.
It's both. It's absolutely both.
The backstab you can separate away, and she still take that away. And
how do you separate that?
Well, she has both, but you take that away, and she's still a bad producer, and she still put out you could put out
she didn't become a bad producer in George's eyes until after she took over. Like she was smiling in his face, playing the good cop, and then as soon as she got what she wanted, it was like, fuck you. Like, when you play somebody like that, she played him.
Yeah, she fucking played him.
She did, but she hid underneath better people, more talented people, to obfuscate the fact that she doesn't have that talent.
And
he bought it. Like, she did lie to him in that sense, but even put that all aside, and even if you wanted to do an agenda-filled nightmare woke piece of garbage, it still wasn't even well-produced woke garbage. It was just all around bad in every way. Cost overruns, bad hires for directors, costly reshoots, all the things that you wouldn't want to lead your company, she's got in spades. So even if she wanted to do him honest and didn't backstab him, I don't think Lucasfilm would be a well-run company. We'd be a little bit happier because we're getting maybe some better stories. But as far as a well-run company, she's incapable.
Yeah, she'd never run anything like this before, but he'd known her for so long. And a lot of people spoke highly of her. A lot of people he talked to, including Spielberg, were like, yeah, she can do this.
Well, the proof of exactly how she was in front of Lucas is in that interview. The interview where they're sitting across that table and George is saying, I've got this whole treasure trove and I've handed it over to Kathy. And, he's saying all of that stuff. And she's sitting there and she's saying, George built this universe and we're going to honor the characters that he's created and flow on from his legacy and all of that sort of thing. She's saying all the right things. She's saying all the right things.
Of course.
Right? Now, if somebody that's been working with you for that long, as long as she had been working with George for, starts saying stuff like that, and he thinks, okay, she's saying that directly to his face, she is lying through her teeth at him.
She isn't even good at all the other stuff.
If somebody did that to me and I accepted what they were saying and then they portrayed me, yes, I kind of blame myself for not being able to see this rat snake within my own thing, but
Happens all
she
the time.
did it. She did it fucking well. She did it real fucking well.
She did, but like she's not. Again, she wasn't even good at the other stuff. So what was she doing while she worked underneath him?
Yeah, she must
And
have been
why didn't
sucking
he
some
see it?
dick. She
Like
must have been
he does
sucking
bear some
dick.
responsibility for it. I'm sorry. Like he picked her.
You want a promotion? I want to see some bruises on those knees.
He picked her. Yeah, she's a snaky, lying piece of garbage, but he picked her.
Yeah, he did pick her because he'd known her for a long time. She'd never done anything like that before to anybody else. So why the fuck would he think that she would do that?
But what did she do?
What
Like I said, she still wasn't good at anything else, though.
She
like-
was always a good producer for every other movie she was on.
Really?
We don't know.
Because she just suddenly turned to garbage and forgot how to do it?
Yeah, but
She really
do we know that she was good or bad at being a
We don't.
producer? No,
He
we
would.
don't really.
He
don't.
would.
So
He
I'm
would.
thinking him, Spielberg.
Yeah,
I'm
he
pretty
would.
Sure.
So obviously,
So it's
she did
Spielberg.
obviously
Yeah.
she did something right during those times. But again, it wasn't her. She wasn't driving. You know, there wasn't an agenda driving her. The force behind her. There wasn't this. You know, now she's got ultimate power over this. You know, this massive company, this massive corporation, and you know, the power immediately got to her head. Immediately.
No, I'm pretty sure she wanted to do this for a long time, to get in some kind of company like this, to get in big and push
She
this
snaked her way
agenda.
in.
That's what she wanted. If it wouldn't have been Lucasfilm, it would have been something else. It would have been something else. So, but you can't blame Lucas for this. Can't.
You got to put some. You got to give him some
Well, then
responsibility. You
can't
can't
blame
take
Kathleen for Ryan Johnson.
what? Can't blame Kathleen
I mean,
Kennedy for
you
Ryan
hired-
But
Johnson.
she knew what he was
You're
going to do.
responsible for the people you
course.
hired.
But she hired him because of what he was going to do to Star Wars. They already.
I
Sherry
blame
knew he did.
I blame everything that's happened to Star Wars. on Kathleen
That was
Kennedy.
you can't
Everything.
You can't say that, Greg. That's a completely fucking different thing, because she knew exactly what the fuck he was and why she brought him in for that reason specifically. Right? We know.
I don't
That's
even
what
think
she
I
fucking
don't
did.
even put a lot of blame on Bob Iger. I do give him some, but I think that Kathleen Kennedy is that much of a snake that she even snaked him as well.
It absolutely was going to bring that up too. She snaked the shit out of him too. Yeah.
so bad, especially
Absolutely.
with the Star Wars land stuff, like the Galaxy's Edge stuff. She fucked the whole plan that I reckon Bob Iger. I reckon when Bob Iger purchased it, he had this massive idea with what he wanted to do with it, and she snaked her way in. There was a massive box office for the first movie that they released. She's like, all right, let's not do this for the 40-year-olds or the 50-year-olds like we said, like has been reported on, and she snaked everyone. She fucking fucked everyone in the ass. I give
thanks for stopping by,
100%.
Fallon. Thanks for being here. We appreciate
I
it.
might give 1% of responsibility to George Lucas for actually selling it, for actually allowing her to be in charge. But 99% of the responsibility of the state of Star Wars right now is Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah,
I would say that Kathleen Kennedy is mostly to blame, but Lucas gets way more blame. Should get way more blame than 1%. I'm sorry.
Why?
I think he got snaked into it.
You did. You can't blame him for that.
He got swindled. You don't
can't blame
see it. You
somebody
don't
for that.
see it when somebody swindles you.
Correct. You can't blame him.
You
for
know,
that.
she played her cards perfectly. Perfectly.
Yep, that's right.
And
I mean, she hired Ryan Johnson because he would do.
That's why I give
different
George
than why
less
JJ.
responsibility.
But see,
Same
like
shit.
like,
They sat down, had conversations. She knew that he would do.
Well, when
she
JJ
wanted
did,
the end.
when JJ did episode 7, they had at least some sort of outline of the story, I think, of what they wanted. When Ryan Johnson came in, and you see how JJ's treated, and in all the interviews, you could see he's like, I don't care. Answer the fucking question. Spoil it. I don't give a. He just did not give a fuck.
He came back for the
Right.
fucking
So when he
paycheck.
first did it, he
The
was
9.
like, yeah, okay, this is cool. I care. You know, I'm going to make a little bit of a mystery box here. Ryan Johnson came along and fucking shut on all of his setups and all of his work. Not that going back over The Force Awakens, you look at it and it's not trash within itself, but you know what I mean? Like, at least when JJ was going into it, and they had this plan, and then Kathleen Kennedy then brought her identity politics into it. And I mean, you think about it. George Lucas felt betrayed because after The Force Awakens,
she needed The Force Awakens to work.
The fans felt betrayed. The fans felt betrayed after The Last Jedi.
Yep. And he's right. He's right to feel betrayed. But my point is like, you're taking creative, and then you're also head of company. And like in both cases, she's awful at her job. And I don't believe for a second that she was just the lady that can't get a show off the ground is some evil mastermind that fooled Lucas for years that she was a competent producer.
Well, so then she didn't fool Spielberg?
Spielberg hasn't worked. How long has it been since Spielberg's worked with her?
But he did, didn't he? For a long time.
In the 80s? And Spielberg did not give her when he started, DreamWorks, he didn't bring in Kathleen Kennedy to run it.
No, he didn't. But
why?
Like I said, George got swindled and snaked and dicked over and fucking backstabbed. And
it's like, let me give you an example. It's like this. You go into a pool hall, right? Shoot pool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it called the same thing in the States?
Yeah.
Pool.
Yeah, pool halls. Yeah.
So you go to a pool hall and you start shooting some pool, and a guy comes over.
Actually,
yes, and he's really bad. He's really bad. And you play a couple of games with this guy, and you're beating him every time. And he then says, "Oh, you want to put some money on this next game?" And of course, what are you thinking? Yeah, fucking no. Of course I am. Of course I'll put $100 down. I'll put $500 down. Fuck it. I've beat this guy every time. He's not going to beat me, right? Put down $500. He breaks and he pots every ball off the break. Let's say you got swindled. He got swindled the same way. It was blind.
But in your story, in your story, he walked in the pool hall and got swindled or got fooled for 41 years, and then got swindled in the last game. Like there's a little bit of a difference. Like they've worked with each other for long enough. Like I said, like how did she become a competent producer and then suddenly become incompetent?
I don't know, but
just the production side. Just the
Jedi. Look, he's correct here. Spielberg is actually the one who recommended her to him. So
when to run Lucasfilm, or way back when they started working?
She is the one. Yep, he's the one who recommended Kathleen Kennedy
to run Lucasfilm.
Yep.
Okay, well then Spielberg's dumb too.
So they're all just dumb and not being swindled.
Well, at some point,
you got it. Yeah, at some point, maybe
she can't get a production off the ground.
No, nope.
So she fooled them for all that time that she actually could do her job.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't work behind the scenes.
Well,
I don't know,
but like I just don't believe that same person is the evil master.
Again, though, I think that before all of that, her heart was in the right place, and she probably was competent at her job. But then when she gained all the power, she's like, "It's mine. It's now mine. I can do what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna push my female. My force is female. I'm gonna push my narrative now." Like the power got to her. She's a Sith. Think about it like that. She went from being a competent employee at her job, right? She must have done it well enough to be doing it for as long as she did, and being a producer on the films that she was a producer on. She must have been doing something right. But then as soon as she got the power, bang, the switch
right.
flips.
So in the analogy, is like you were a Jedi and you were a really good sword fighter. You became Sith, and then you suddenly couldn't sword fight for shit.
But you're the one who's. I mean, she couldn't get a show off the ground, yeah. But she's been a producer for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, except for what we heard from behind the scenes, I don't know that. I didn't know she was a bad producer or not.
Well, you would think the people that were working with her would understand her role and what she actually did before they picked her for the job. Like they had to, like, if you're going to select somebody for that job, you have to know that they have to have the ability to do it. And if you don't think they have the ability to do it, and you're picking them because you're friends with them or you've just worked together for such a long time, then you do bear some responsibility for putting the wrong person in that position. Not 100%. She did swindle him when it came to the story side, and I blame her mostly for what happened to Star Wars. But like, Lucas did select her, or Spielberg recommended her. Like, again,
well, I give George 10% responsibility then.
I'd still go higher than that, but I'll take 10.
It's still.
I'd say 5 to 10%.
It's still majority Kathleen Kennedy. She.
It's absolutely majority Kathleen. It's also Bob Iger because he fell for that shit too. He's got to have some fucking blame too, man. Yeah. Because after
he got snaked as well. He got completely. She's done an amazing job of being a fucking rat. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say 15, maybe 10. I'm going to go with that. No way.
It's almost the true definition of sucking your way to the top.
Well,
maybe that is it. I don't know.
That's another thing too. Like, there's a lot of people like Mega Jetty brought this up. Supposedly, when Spielberg fell for Kay Capshaw, it was when he was still married to his ex, and KK found it and held over his head to get ahead. So there's a lot of rumors about that for a long time and stuff. So you never really know.
Well, yeah, people have been saying for years that she's got to have a lot of information on some people, or she's got to know where some skeletons are buried. Because but this
is the other thing too. It just goes to show you what kind of a person she is. Because yes, it's one thing to know these bits of information and everything. It's another thing to blackmail someone with that information. I mean, I understand power, and I understand like people wanting. I mean, who wouldn't want to be running Lucasfilm or, whatever the case may be. But I still think there's a level of personal ethics that you've got to have when it comes to things like this. Like, I don't know. She's a awful person. Awful person.
Yeah, and she had to have Force Awakens be successful.
I mean, again, what do you think George wasn't at the premiere of The Rise of Skywalker? I mean, did we even find out the truth on whether or not he even got
Nobody
invited
knows.
And didn't show up, or whether or not there was even invite sent out in the first place? We don't know.
I don't think we're ever going to really know that.
Well,
even if somebody comes out and says how much we can trust it.
But the thing is does either question matter?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he did get an invite and didn't show up, yeah, it shows that he hates them and hates what they've done, right? Mm-hmm. But if they didn't send him an invite, it shows that they don't trust him to come to the premiere and not say anything, not walk up to Kathleen Kennedy and literally just punch her in the face on the red carpet. Who knows? Who knows?
Well,
he could be that.
Cancel.
Yeah. The majority of what he got for Lucasfilm from Disney was in the form of Disney shares. I'd be curious to know how many of those shares he currently holds, or did he liquidate them? If he liquidated them just a few years ago, he came out really far ahead.
Yeah.
Because Disney stock shot up. I mean, it did substantially well from 2012 to 2018, 2019, maybe even. It did substantially well. The stock was just on a meteoric rise, really. So if he managed to sell when the selling was good, he came out so far ahead, like it's not even funny.
Yeah.
But if he still owns those Disney stock, then he wouldn't. To publicly diss a company he owns a very significant chunk of would be really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't take your own investment. That'd be like Elon Musk tweeting, rockets suck. That'd make you kind of wonder whether or not you want to invest in SpaceX.
Well, let me just say, I want George back. I want George back in the driver's seat. I want him back in control. Whether or not it's true, whether or not there is any validity to the rumor, I'd like to see it. You're probably right, Greg. He probably shouldn't do it. And at the end of the day,
we'd go from shit to piss.
Well, I'd take George Lucas's piss over Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams' shit.
Absolutely right.
So
it would be better, but not enough for me at this point. It's too far gone.
well,
Jedi
again,
Luke brings up a good point too. There,
Go on.
they said JJ showed the film to Lucas before the premiere, and don't forget, Lucas didn't even want to go to the TFA premiere after he saw it. His wife had to convince him as a show of good faith. So he just didn't want to go.
Well, no, he was still bitter that they scrapped his outline in the first place. We found that out from the Iger book.
And he saw how mediocre that they had done with the Force Awakens. He's like, eh. Like he even said they didn't do anything new. It was just they didn't try anything new. They didn't do anything new or bring anything new to the story. It just was a rehash.
No, and the rehash argument I get, but I'm willing to forgive the rehash part of it if it then went somewhere new after that. But somewhere new is not destroy the past. It's expand the past.
That's what Kathleen after the Force Awakens was successful. And Iger's like, just do what you want to fucking do after that. So she's like, yep, this is where I wanted to be. Yep. Now we can do what I want to do fully. And she gave Rian Johnson the full control to write a script. Of course, him and her worked closely together. I guarantee it. Didn't even talk to the story group to anybody who was in charge of canon.
But he wrote it once.
Anybody.
Well, he wrote it once and just went with it.
One fucking outline, like one script. It was the first draft.
Yeah.
I just want to do it. I just want to say thanks to Darkside Droids. He's been modding tonight and he's been doing a fantastic job. And thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
He's been up for a long time too. He said he's been up for like 21 hours too. So
true.
Yeah, so we do appreciate you doing that, man. Really, really do. Really do.
Yeah. Well, I just when I watched Doomcock's video, I will say I got a little bit of a woohoo in my stomach.
I did too. I'll give you that.
And again, whether or not there's any truth to it or not, Disney has to have seen it. Bob Iger had to have seen the hope that it gave to the Star Wars community. And yeah, there's people out there that probably don't like the news and they're all the Raylos and that sort of thing. I don't give a fuck about them anymore. They're so. I had somebody comment on it was my video, my live stream from the other week, and saying something, another stupid channel that's followed by Ryan Kennel or something like this, or supported by Ryan Kennel, and I just wrote in there another stupid comment from another stupid person, and that was thanks for the algorithm assistance.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, thanks for saying that. I don't really fucking care. But, there's going to be people out there that don't like real Star Wars, and that's surprising to me.
Mirror's Fair Origins is taking off too, guys. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Always love having you here. Always.
But yeah, I hope he does come back. Whether or not he should or not, I don't really care. I just hope he does, because that means that Disney's admitting fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for all you know, he could come back and say, "Well, yeah, I'm really not going to undo the other ones." I don't think
he might just say, "Fuck it," just fucking stop it completely. You're right. That's a possibility. But
I don't think. But that's the thing.
I just don't want to fucking.
If the conditions to George were, we'll give you and let you do whatever you want. What do you need? What do you want? There's no way he'd be like, all right, I'm going to come back and continue on from your story and just make it better.
Yeah,
there's
no
fucking chance.
We know
no
that.
Chance.
He fucking hates it. And we know the rumors from behind the scenes that him and John Favreau really, really, really fucking hate The Last Jedi. Like it was
you think about it, after
blood
the Force
boiling
Awakens,
hate for that
you
shit.
think about it, after the Force Awakens, George said there's nothing new here, right? You look at the next two movies that came out after that. What new did they give us? Everything new breaks lore, or breaks a character, or breaks a story from the past. Everything that they do that is new destroys something that George created. So there's no way that he'd come back and go, I'm just going to continue on from your story now. No way.
No, but he could just say, well, I'm going to leave well enough alone. I'm going to go.
He's not going to.
I'm going to go to the Old Republic.
But he's not going to do. He wouldn't do that. He would just be like.
But see, that's the thing. That doesn't fix anything. That doesn't fix anything, because George comes back, goes back, does the Old Republic. Let's say he hangs around for 10 more years, which would be ridiculous, but let's just use that as an example.
Well,
he goes
a trilogy
back,
would be over 10 years.
10 years, does the Old Republic stuff. It doesn't fix anything from the future. the fans are still going to be like, well, okay, it leads to nothing. You've now told us that the rule of two that Bane creates, right, is it's two to rule the rest. It's the rule of two to rule the rest of them.
Well,
the rest
can
of
change
the
that other stuff. Like if he just decides he wants to play in that sandbox.
I'm just saying, if George came back and they wanted him to fix it, and he went back to the past, that's not doing anything. That's not doing anything.
Well, he could do 3 good, really old Republic movies.
Absolutely, he could. But then going forward, I still don't think that the love for Star Wars would be there because of what they've done. And it really comes down to Luke Skywalker, really, at the end of the day, isn't it?
So you really don't need Lucas back. You just want the sequels gone.
I don't think, if I look at it, I don't think that there's anybody out there that could do the job that needs to be done by George, that they're willing to put there.
So would it be enough if they just canceled the Disney canon and then go play it in the Old Republic? Or do they have to now do sequels to Return of the Jedi?
No.
What if they just let Mando write the future?
If they decanonized the trilogy and went and just went back and did Old Republic, as long as it's loyal to the context that we have. Sorry, excuse me. It's loyal to the to the stories. You can't go. It's like people saying, "Oh, well, in the video game, Revan could have been a girl, so we're going to make Revan a girl in the movie." Well, no.
I don't think he would do that. But like, so basically, you want Lucas back because he's the only one that could have the power to decanonize.
No, not necessarily. No, that's not why I'd want Lucas back. I want Lucas back.
I don't think Lucas, and there's no way in hell he's doing a Yusung Vong movies. I just don't see that happening.
I honestly don't think he would go. I don't think he would do anything after Return of the Jedi unless it's really far away from where after the books and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would just, if he decanonize it, I don't think he would want to do anything like that. I think he would just do something else. He'd play in a different part of the sandbox. He'd go Old Republic or earlier stuff, but after that or before that.
Then do you really need him back per se to do it?
It's not about this. It's not about decanonizing the sequel trilogy.
I'm just saying
that's part of it.
For the names. Okay, so the names that we've got that can replace Kathleen Kennedy right now are these ones: Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Kevin Feige.
That's not true.
Okay.
It'll be most likely an unknown.
Okay. I'm
a third party waiting in the wings. So.
Okay. So who cares? We don't even know. I'm just saying they're the 3 names that are out there at the moment that would possibly have a chance of taking that role. Out of all of those, and throw George Lucas in the mix, who would you want there?
Not Feige. Fuck Feige. I would give it to Favreau over all of them.
Even over George?
Oh, no. George, of course.
I'm saying throw George in that mix.
Oh, George.
Of names, and who do you pick?
George, because I'm not fucking I don't trust Feige as far as I can fucking throw him.
So that's what I'm saying.
George Lucas.
Out of all the names that we've got to put into that role, it's not just about bringing George in so that that gets decanonized. Decanonizing what they've done is a must. If you want the fans back, it's an absolute must, whether or not George comes back or not. You're not going to be able to move forward. You're not going to be able to go back. People aren't going to care anymore. They go back and do this High Republic or the Old Republic or something like that. I'll read the books, thank you very much, from the expanded universe. I don't need your versions of those stories. If you're going to adapt the stories and be loyal to the context, be loyal to what the writers created, then good. I'll watch it and I'll be happy with it. I don't see what's so wrong with putting fans in these positions of power in regards to story group at Lucasfilm. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the interviews that Jeff from World Class Bullshitters did with that guy Russell and JW Rinsler. Those two interviews, I will say the one with Russell I enjoyed a little bit more than the other one, but I think that's because Rinsler has the NDA and can't really say. He had to beat around the bush a little bit, so I understand that. But both of those interviews were really good, and the one thing that I got from both of those interviews is back when George was running things, licensing and this and that, it was almost enjoyable for these guys, right? As soon as Lucasfilm takes it, and these guys are fans of the IP that are working because that's who you want there. These are the people that understand the lore. These are the people that understand the stories. These are the people that you want in those positions. And yeah, so that's why I think it's got to be George. You know, I'd take a Ryan Kennel. You're muted, Jeff. I'd take a Ryan Kennel.
Sorry.
I'd take a Ryan Kennel to take over that spot. You know,
Did they really change the art for the High Republic?
I don't know. What probably.
Probably. Well, see, the point though is like, so decanonize. Yep, agreed. Clean house of Lucasfilm to get rid of the garbage that's been making this other garbage, of course.
Correct.
You know, those are givens. From there, where do you go? So you want to bring back the EU, recanonize the EU.
And adapt those stories and do it properly. You can't. You look at Lord of the Rings. You can adapt stories well.
See, I don't think. Look,
you're really bad.
What's
Greg.
up?
Can't even hear you now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
a little bit. Verizon guy.
Okay. So if you do all that, like, the story's already there. I don't think you necessarily need to bring Lucas back specifically for that.
You're absolutely right, but the problem is like I'm saying, let's say they would put Favreau there, the person who created tracking fobs. What he would be better than Kathleen Kennedy, I have no doubt, and he would give us he would give us better Star Wars than anything that we've got. I would 100% agree with that, but it's
See, I don't like the idea that we got to choose between Favreau.
It's still got the
Filoni,
potential of being destroyed. What?
Why do we only have to choose from 4 people? Why can't we just?
I'm saying it's those 4 people because those first 3 names that I mentioned are the ones I reckon that are the most primed to take over.
That's what he's saying. He's not saying it has to be. He's saying that.
I'm not saying it has to be. I'm just saying those are the 3 people, and I'm just throwing George in there to say, okay, out of those 4 people, who would you want? I mean, it could be somebody completely different. It's like I'm saying, give the job to Ryan Kennel. I'm in, like Flynn, man. Like,
give the job to somebody who pitches a good pitch. That's
exactly
all you got to do.
That's all you do.
That's all you got to do. You don't have to hire a name. They don't have to necessarily be attached to Star Wars for some history. They don't even have to be long-term fans. Just listen to the pitch, and if it sounds like a good pitch that's going to be successful, then go with it. If it doesn't, then don't hire that person.
But if they're not somebody that already knows the lore and already understands the universe, then they've got to be fucking willing to learn. They've got to be fucking willing to sit down and do homework and understand it.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's born knowing all this stuff. You eventually have to learn it. So, I don't think you have to be a known entity and have to be like anything like that. I think you can be a new Star Wars fan and dig in. Or at least be able to listen to and surround yourself with like a James Lucerno, some of the authors of the EU that can like help guide you in crafting that story and go, oh, that would be consistent. That would be, because you want a story group. There's your story group. The authors that wrote the shit. Not a Pablo Hidalgo. He didn't write the shit. I mean, you could have some reference material and stuff like that, but as far, here's where it was going. Here's what our plan was. This is what we were thinking when we wrote it. That's where I'd want to go, and I would just say like let poor Lucas retire. Let him enjoy his retirement.
Guys, see that?
No.
Fucking stupid. I hate this. If
You
I'm
need to-
sharing the app, let me fucking open the. Sorry.
You need to click on the pictures because that one on the right is like two pictures.
I'm clicking on them, but it won't open it because it's a separate fucking window. So.
Sorry, I'm gonna.
It's a different way.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna feed these cats because Eric is just. Could you guys hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, feed me, you bastard.
I will be right back. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, that's cool. I'm pulling up on.
Yeah, go through some of those pictures while I'm not.
I'm pulling up on Chrome, even though I fucking hate Chrome. Have to be on it. Let's see here. Okay, now I'm pulling up here. Yeah, this is fucking funny. I can't believe they did it. Chrome tab. And I don't need to share audio, so no boomer on that end. Shut up. Okay, so that is there's the before. There it is. Okay. This is the change. That's what they changed it to.
They made her like chunkier.
Like they made her look like an actual woman. She looks like a woman. This looks like Prince Valium from fucking Spaceballs. Yeah, come back. Yeah, that's exactly what. And now, I mean, they're like, oh, let's make it better. Okay,
better. I would say
it definitely better. Absolutely better. Looks like an Elf Ranger, but at least the figure drawing got better. Yeah, it does. It looks better. It does. It's not. Doesn't. Oh God, that one was so bad. Look at this thing. It's like, where is its organs? No, sorry, that's not me. But it's.
No, it's even that. Like, go back to that new one again. Like, see, my issue is like right around that like midsection. It looks like she's like prego or something.
No, that does. What are you talking about?
This is just like, I don't know, like what is all that gear?
You know that a pregnant woman gets way bigger than that, right?
Well, they end up bigger than that, but they don't go from
that's
normal
her friggin' belt thingy.
Her belt thingy's on her tits?
No, it's right under her tits.
Oh, it's better, but it's not good.
It's definitely much better. I mean, well, anything's better than this.
Well, yeah.
Jesus. Ugh. I wish they would have renamed it too, but that probably would have taken a lot more expensive than just redoing art. And then of course you have
I don't think they spent that much money on it.
Stephen Wayne's version is better, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better. The
biggest thing that I notice between them is the sleeves. Like the ones that they've drawn, the ones that have come out of Lucasfilm or whatever, they don't look like they're designed for fighting. Like, maybe that one a little bit more so. That first one, definitely not. Like, look at
oh my God, look at the forearm.
Yeah.
On that thing.
You know, at least on Steven's picture, that last one, you know, the freedom to be able to fight and swing that saber around. And
yeah, but this is really close to what the actual Jedi wear. So, I mean, they don't really have combat gear either. They're not soldiers. So
that looks so bad.
Yeah. Apparently OG Star Wars hammered them on giving her armor during a time of peace. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. They have no idea.
That's Jay.
This is the thing. They have no idea, like, what the Star Wars universe is actually about. They actually have no idea. It's like, you know, when they were promoting this High Republic thing, they're talking about the Jedi Knights they're going to be like the Jedi Knights of the Round Table. Like, I'm sorry. You're now going to take from another mythos and you're going to bring that into like, Star Wars was always its own thing. It never, yes, it did have elements of, don't get me wrong, it did have elements there, but it never referenced those elements so on the nose as like Jedi Knights of the Round Table or that sort of thing. Kind of looks like a one of those badass
looks like Killer Croc. Like
but again, it's the same.
Croc.
Like the armor.
Jedi Gorn.
It's so this is a new character, right? This wasn't in the like a first announcement, correct?
Does he have a name? What's that name?
Skier. Okay, why don't you just call him Yeet? Yeah, the pointy blades is like, what are you doing?
I didn't even notice the pointy blades.
When did Killer Croc exactly Trey Courtney? When did Killer Croc and lightsaber? Keep on that type of High Republic stuff. Oh yeah, Old Republic stuff comes out, people, because nobody wants to fucking look at that. Yeah, it just, God, it's is it Gorn? Is that what that is?
That's the lizard creatures, right? The ones that
Yeah.
always speak with a lisp. It's like Bosk.
I don't know if that's no, that's not Trandoshan. No, that can't be. No.
That's what it looks like to me.
I think is it Gorn? I think Casparius is saying I think it's Gorn, name of the species.
Star Trek.
Oh, okay. That's a
Gorn's
it's a Goomba from the Mario movie. It's a Goomba from Mario movie.
Those things,
Yeah, true.
Those things from the Mario movie are those things with the small heads, aren't they?
Holocron Evan says it's possibly a Barabel. Yeah, and Transdoshians are yeah. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be, but yeah. That's weird looking. It's really big, whatever it is. Are you looking up Transdoshians? I can't remember that. I think that's Trandoshan. It looks, well, the head is a little bit similar. No, it's different species. They look completely different. Yeah.
You reckon bring that up for a sec and then let me show this.
Yeah. Is that an Argonian from fucking Skyrim?
Yeah, I reckon it could be the same species as Bosk.
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it at all. Let me pull up that Twitter. I don't think it does. I don't. What do you guys think? No, it's the head's too different. Oh yeah. Well, no, it's got the. Oh, I don't know, man.
Generic sci-fi lizard creature. Let's just call it.
Actually, I'm going to say it does with the side of the head and the middle thing too. Because I'm looking at Bosk right now. Yeah, actually, you might be right, man.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but you might be right. Yeah, because there's one from the Clone Wars. I think of what Crix looks very similar.
There's that whole arc for Ahsoka in the Clone Wars where she gets captured by them and they hunt the.
You want to see that? You want to see it? Here, I got it pulled up, and it's very similar. Where is it? There we go. Very similar.
Yeah, I reckon it could be.
Yeah.
But even still, they don't know.
It's just fucking
Well, they
stupid.
did say they wanted dinosaurs, right, on the whiteboard?
Yep. Space dinosaurs.
What we're referencing. They don't even know what to call them, so they call them dinosaurs.
We need more of those. We need those. They're probably like, we need the Dino bots. Oh, wrong.
Yeah.
franchise. God,
I mean,
it's
that's
so
the kind
weird.
of people. But
And bingo, Dino DNA.
yeah,
Dinosaurs. That damn voiceover in Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs.
I like that voiceover. In
I
that.
do too. I do too. I just like
I
saying
love
it.
Jurassic Park, the first one.
Me too. Me too.
Man,
I know.
last night there was Jurassic Park, the Lost World.
What
That's
about
the
it?
second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on TV last night.
I don't hate that one. I don't.
I don't hate it. It wasn't as good as
It
the first one.
wasn't. No, absolutely. None of them are. None of them are.
I tell
None
you,
of them
what they need to do is do like I recommended a couple weeks ago or a couple shows ago. I don't know how long it's been, but the premise of the next movie should be that they turn the dinosaur island into a Survivor like reality TV show.
Yeah, and make it a horror movie.
Get rid of the whole premise of military dinosaurs because that's retarded, and then get rid of
Mhm.
the whole dinosaurs escape thing again because that's getting kind of old.
What they should do is they could jump 20 years into the future and the dinosaurs have actually taken over the world, and it's how to survive in this
How
Jurassic
would
world.
dinosaurs take over the world? There's no.
They take over the world because they breed and they kill everyone, and it's like a zombie apocalypse, but it's a dinosaur apocalypse.
Right, there's like 6 billion people would just be like, yeah, don't break any of the eggs, let them hatch.
Yeah. But the eggs are protected. If somebody goes and tries to start stomping on a nest, the mama raptors and the daddy raptors would come and kill you.
Mommy's very angry.
There is that issue that some dinosaurs are bulletproof and other ones, bleed out from one gunshot wound. So like we don't really know how that all works.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
It's a little inconsistent.
Well, they jump forward and dinosaurs started to take over.
And lizard fucking boyfriend.
yes.
And they just what?
Fuck.
He's a Jedi too, I guess.
He's a Jedi.
What is this? What are you showing us?
Good night, Jedi.
Oh, yep. Good night, Jedi. Lucky, thanks for tagging me in that. I appreciate that. And thanks for being here. As always, we love having you here in the chat as well. Yes, absolutely. Apparently, this article.
Paolo's next obsession is the lizard boyfriend.
Yep. Here we go.
Here we go. Apparently, it says in the actually the title of the article is Star Wars: The High Republic Trandoshan Jedi. So apparently, it is.
I was right.
Yep, here he is. He's a gruff, opinionated Trandoshan who has been around the block more times than he cares to remember. Okay.
Slutty boyfriend.
Super slut.
He's a lizard slut.
Super slutty fucking boyfriend.
What a fucking whore.
Super slutty lizard boyfriend.
Taking his little lizard pecker and everything. Fucking Jedi.
Fucking slutty slut.
He's just a Jedi master with a secret that is tearing him apart. Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
So he's been smashing that ass. Yeah, Abby's smashing that ass. Fucking slutty. Fucking.
He's been shaking that ass. That's right, Dark Side Royce.
The secret is that he's been
Trandoshan
wife.
God, what is going on here?
Like some slugs.
Jesus.
Here you go. We're giving Apollo a lot of fuel.
He's really got some fuel now, man. Holy shit. Tons of shit going on in his head, I'm sure. They even show his feet, Apollo. His feet are there.
Oh, you got some feet now.
Yeah, you got it, man. I'll send you.
You got some lizard boyfriend feet.
You know what you need to do just to make it absurd is like give him some, Photoshop in some Hobbit feet. Get rid of the boots.
There you go. There's the link for it, Apollo.
It's got furry feet.
Mega Jetty is out of here too, guys. Mega Jetty, thank you for being here. We appreciate seeing you in the chat. It's been fantastic. You guys are. Thank you much. Oh, yep. Feet is real. There it is.
Yes, Trey Corney. This is Star Wars.
Star Wars now. We have a slutty Jedi Master. that's a lizard. So, yeah.
Lizard boyfriend.
I can't believe it says that. It actually says that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Say hello to Star Wars' new lizard boyfriend.
Think about what you could do with a mind trick, though. I mean,
Whose boyfriend is he?
Ass with a mind trick.
He's a Trandoshan. He can just rape bitches.
Well, no, but he doesn't even need to.
He doesn't even need to use a mind trick. He just grabs them by the fucking head and pins them down.
I think what I'm seeing here. Is he with Avar Chris?
Yes, Dark Side. That is part of the new Jedi code.
Tricking my ass. Oh my god, I love it.
Trans-Doshan.
Oh shit. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I'll stop this shit. Man, Chrome is running really slow for me.
What? That's the kind of things that they think the Star Wars audience wants to see.
Yeah, they're like, man, give him a trans lizard and they're really gonna love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, God,
I actually can't believe that we're still getting this High Republic crap.
I know. I'm really surprised that they even fucking canceled.
I mean, they've delayed it, haven't they? I mean, how long?
Yeah.
The reason we're getting it is because it costs probably nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like I highly
It's
doubt.
make probably nothing. It's going to cost, even though it's costing them nothing, they're going to lose money on this shit.
Is anybody surprised by this statement here?
Yeah,
I'm going to do some memes. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
doubt.
we expected that, Apollo.
No
but
doubt.
I mean, compared to just like what they're paying these authors probably to write these books is less than a half a day of running over and shooting, like live action.
Oh yeah,
like flying the cast and crew to. I mean, this is the company that flew people to the desert to shoot on green screen. Remember that, like, which cost, I guarantee, like 100,000 times more than what they paid these fucking authors.
Oh, I guarantee it.
They paid these authors maybe $50,000.
I'd be curious to know how many copies of these books they're going to sell, though. Like, I really,
hardly any.
You know, Open-Airlock's even saying these hack authors are probably ain't being paid shit. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. But even still, are they even going to break even on these books? That's my question. Like, they had this is the point, is that they've now brought in these hack writers and they're paying them nothing to create stories that no one's going to buy, when they've got this treasure trove, as George Lucas likes to say, of stories and everything, which they already had, they were already selling, they were already beloved, they were already created, and all that they had to do was essentially try and adapt those into maybe movies or stories or TV series or animated series. Or
TV series would probably make sense. I don't know if a lot of them is going to translate. Like I said, I don't know how you do the Yuzhong Fang War.
I get it. I understand that there are some stories that you really can't. Maybe something with the Yuzhong Fang needs to be an animated series as opposed to live action.
Yeah, I'm cool.
You know what I mean? Like that they could do it that way.
2D animation though, that would be cool.
Whatever, they've got ways that they could have done it. One point is they're bringing in these hack writers to tell these hack stories that really aren't Star Wars. They're not going to sell. Yes, they're paying them peanuts, but they're going to make peanuts. You know, this isn't going to chip away at what Star Wars essentially owes them.
The way they look at it is they just need like one to be. They can just shit out a bunch and hope one.
And they just need one to be successful to.
Yeah. But if you look, it's hard to really go on book sales because they don't really. There's not a public. Like, you can't get a definitive this book sold X amount of copies kind of report in the regular publishing world. You can go by Amazon's bestsellers and stuff like that, but actual hard numbers, I guarantee that the Disney era novels have done extremely poor in comparison to before, because basically you have your Star Wars general audience. You have your Star Wars hardcore, you got your Star Wars general audience, you had your Star Wars book audience, the ones that
your
like
there. on the ground.
No, I can't see him.
I was like, oh my god, is she gonna knock over the X-wing?
Watch.
She gonna knock over the...
You ready?
Yeah.
Eric, what are you doing? Did you see it? Did he look?
Yeah.
Right in the way too. That would have been good.
Sorry, Greg. I mean to cut you off, but he was like, I literally was like, oh my god, what's gonna do the X-wing?
I was thinking he was going after a cord, and we were going to see something like out of Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He keeps playing with the lights. That is one thing that they are playing with a lot.
Oh, Open-Airlock said, dude, the Barnes & Noble closest to me still has a stack of the hardcover of the first Alphabet Squadron book. Because nobody wants to buy it. Nobody's buying it.
Well, see, the problem is like your book audience you had, and you pissed them off and decanonized everything that they've been reading. Not going to be very easy to get them back with the new books. I mean, some of them, yes. But a lot of those people aren't coming back. They're not going to buy the new Disney era books, and nor should they, because they've been the ones I've read, pretty bad. So who's left to buy these New Republic books? Or High Republic? Nobody.
They're fucking friends. They're like the 20 people they know.
Very few people. But even printing a book is pretty cheap. It's really not that expensive per book. So like, are they going to lose a massive amount of money? They'll probably lose money, not very much, and they'll figure that's a worthy risk in case they get one character that hits. If they
but they're not going to do an on-demand thing. How many books do you reckon they're going to print first print?
Depends on what the bookstores order.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how many do you reckon they're going to end up selling?
Not many.
Not many.
I reckon off their first print they'll end up printing way more than they'll end up selling.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter. You're talking such small amounts of money to farm for. I mean, why do you think Disney and Warner Brothers keep DC and Marvel around? They're not that expensive. Like the primo people that they have on the books now, they ain't paying them that much because their circulation isn't that good. And they use them as IP farms. So they look at this as like, this is a cheap IP farm. If we get one character, if we get one Ahsoka, if we get one Baby Yoda out of this thing, it pays for itself. It pays for the whole venture.
None of it. We're not going to get. They're not going to get that kind of shit out of it.
They're probably not. They're not going to get one, but they look at it.
Hoping.
Yeah, from an investment standpoint, it's not a bad risk versus reward. It's pretty reasonable.
Yep.
Yep. Interesting.
But yeah, it's gonna fail spectacularly. I don't think anybody's interested in that era because we don't know much about it in the first place. Plus, you can't bring Sith into it, and that's kind of like, man, it's hard to do Star Wars without Jedi and Sith. Like that's kind of classic evil.
They're idiots.
Well, they can do it. They keep refusing to actually do it. Like, the Mandalorian was supposed to be that. And I've truly thought that it could have been a great thing without any Force sensitives in it, without any, real connection to the Force. Yeah. And they come out really well. I reckon
Rogue Squadron that have any Jedi in Rogue Squadron. I mean, they you can do good stories in this universe without necessarily having the Jedi. But if you're going to have the Jedi, you kind of have to have their opposite. You can't bring one without the other. Kind of doesn't work. Yep. It's you bring it in or you don't bring it in, and they're trying to do this half thing, and they're doing it with the Mandalorian, and I think it's a huge mistake. We'll see if season 2 ever comes out.
When are we supposed to get that?
Yeah, this fall.
Yes, fall.
A couple months. We're supposed to get it in a couple months. Now we haven't really. The funny thing is there hasn't really been any news on Mandalorian in a while, other than leaks of maybe we're going to get this character and this character. And this
with it coming up, should we have had a trailer by now?
No. Yeah, maybe, but like
I got one at Celebration. The public didn't get one until August, I think.
Yeah, like I don't. For subscription service, like. You see a great trailer for this thing, you're not signing up for, and you don't have Disney Plus already. You're like, oh, I'm going to sign up for this now for the show that comes out in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, yeah, it's not. it's just not the same as a movies. And the other issue is like for movies in general, like God, this deal with Bill and Ted 3 going, partially direct to video on demand, basically. Kiss, like, I hope nobody has investments here that have part of AMC bonds as part of their portfolio, because those things are worth nothing now, man. Because this VOD thing, like, I get that they have to do it, but it's going to destroy what's left of the movie theaters. Because if it's successful, so I mean that's a big if. But a lot of people I'll probably get it because I can get together, 8, 9, 10 of my friends, watch it in one house on a big screen and pay $20 versus the $100 in ticket sales. Oh yeah, why not? And a chance to see it, and not have to deal with the, having a mask on and then taking it off to eat popcorn and then putting it back on, and none of that jazz. Yeah, I'll get it. But that's gonna put these theater chains pretty much done. And without the theater chains, I don't think video on demand is going to give you the revenue that's going to allow the big blockbuster anymore.
Nope.
Investors are not going to want to plunk down and invest in a $200 million production budget when there's no theaters. And how do you and you can't enforce people viewing it to only 1 or 2 people in their house. They can, how would you enforce that? So you can't limit it there. So there's, the problem is this is going to be the first really big one. What was the other? The Trolls was the other one that went video on demand that created a stir with AMC and Universal at the time. This is a big one. This is a big release for this year that's going to go video on demand. And if this sets the trend, kiss the theaters goodbye. And we kiss the theaters goodbye, kiss the blockbusters goodbye too.
Yep.
And without that, there'll never be a Star Wars again. You can't make a Star Wars movie for $100 million.
Yep, that's true. Yep. I think we're going to start wrapping it up.
Let Star Wars die. That's the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen. No.
Yep.
Sorry, Jeff.
No, you're fine.
It's dead. Just recognize it's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. You can still mourn it. It sucks. But it's dead.
On that note.
On that note.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Speaking of that, I need to drop the link for your channel and their Open-Airlock. I know you're going to start doing a couple videos too. So yeah, definitely check him out. Rhino, you have your Lego stream Wednesday here in the States, Thursday in Australia, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody go check it out. If you haven't subscribed to Raging Rhino, Dark Side Droids has the link in the chat there. Everybody in the chat too, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for being here. Dark Side Droids, thanks for doing some modding for us tonight. We really apprite that too.
And you can catch us also tomorrow doing the watch party.
Yeah.
We torture ourselves at 70.
This is why I want Star Wars to die.
And then we're kind of you're welcome, Open-Airlock. Yeah. Also, don't forget it's also at 70 o'clock as well.
Yeah.
That's
the Lego thing. Yeah. 70 o'clock.
Yeah. And then tomorrow.
Sorry.
I would say we're probably going to say you're not between 9 and 9:30 Central Standard Time for the watch party around that. But we'll actually set a time and we'll create the stream and I'll send out links on Twitter so you guys will see that too. So come check us out. We might have some guests with us. We're going to try. I don't think Mara didn't say no. So
we'll see.
Because we'll be doing with the watch party stuff with the we're doing on Chrome, so we'll be able to put the link in the chat for whoever wants to join the watch party too. So
and just be polite and don't hit the pause and play button on us.
Correct.
Somebody did that last time.
Yes,
for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, Orion's Discord as well tomorrow night. I think I'll probably try to pop in there as well. And Rhino, you'll actually be off, so you'll be able to actually do that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was actually not. Well, I'm going to say I'm going to be there, but a lot of times on Sunday evenings we do stuff with my family, like we do dinner.
But none of that. We're supposed to be streaming.
You need to be able to play memes on on these streams, like liar.
Yeah. But not long after Ryan's stream, we're going to be doing our own stream. So we might be in Discord, but might not be for very long.
Well, he's usually on
Yeah,
Discord
things
between
usually don't.
7:30 and 7:45, so we'll be done.
Yeah.
Before, it'll be way before us. But yeah, we'll try to get on there with Open Airlock for sure, man. Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, I was on. I think I was on the road. That was last week. Yeah, I wasn't in town, so I couldn't attend.
That's right. Yeah.
But I got a lot of great. I got caught up a little bit on EFAP because I could play the 5.5 hour, 6 hour drive. That's great time to turn on EFAP.
Awesome. They didn't do it. There was no EFAP today.
No, that's strange. It's like the
I
first
wonder
Saturday
if
in a while.
Mulder streamed for like 12 hours playing The Last of Us Part 2. So that's a possibility. He might have been asleep. Yeah. So you never know. They might actually have one tomorrow. You know, they've done it on Sundays before. So
He's just slowing down because he doesn't want to even consider doing that 100-hour stream.
Yeah, the 100 episodes.
Can't say I blame him. I think in the last one, he's like, "How would we even do it?"
I know. I know.
I can't stay up that long. Like, who could?
Guys in the chat, I just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for your 53 likes as well.
Yes.
On the way out, if you haven't smashed the like button, please do. This stream has really been quite fun, I think, for all three of us. You know, seeing it grow, seeing the audiences grow, seeing everybody getting involved, and you know, we have
fashion nerd fight.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And no, I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh yeah. So I forgot to mention, I think I might have earlier, but we actually streamed on my Facebook page as well. So I've had some Facebook people popping in. I see that
nice.
There too. So
I'm going to try to on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go over to Facebook and report you.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Oh shit.
It's on my page. I think it's just facebook.com/thegeekblend. So if you guys want to check out the Facebook page, I'm starting to get more active on there. So I think there's like 500 or 600 people that like that page. So I'm
going to start trying to work out a couple more streams. I am going to do my Friday night stream that I've been doing, or Friday morning over there, that I did a week ago. So I'm going to do that.
What's the name of that again?
Well, I'm changing it. I haven't decided what I'm changing it to, so I'm not going to say anything. Not saying a thing.
Okay. Cool.
But you can expect that. But also, like I said, I want to do some gaming streams because I like to chill, and of course, you know, I like to game, and I haven't been doing much gaming recently, and it'd be good to try and attach it to the channel a little bit. So hopefully we can get into some of that.
Yeah, and I've got Tuesdays will be Battlefront. Yep. Thanks for being here, Ravi. I appreciate you watching, man. So Battlefront,
you died. You didn't lie. You died a lot.
Well, everybody does on that game, though, man. It's just you freaking spawn and you're like, oh shit, there's
you spawn and catch blaster right in the head. I'm like,
yeah. Good night, Trey. Thanks for being here too. We appreciate it, man. And everybody being here too. So I've got a bunch of videos I am actually editing to put on my channel in the next few days. So there'll be a lot more stuff coming from me. Going to get back into a normal flow. And I'm at 426 subscribers, trying to get to 450. So if you guys could help, if you aren't subscribed and you're watching, please subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate that as well. So, and Greg, you're working on a video too. Is that correct?
Yep. I'm going to cover some of the Star Trek fake Comic-Con panels. If you thought like the Snyder thing was amateurish, like watch the Star Trek one. That was some and these are actors, all actors, no amateurs on this whole panel. They had months to prepare. Holy shit. It was awful. It was pre-recorded, so they couldn't even bother to be. They couldn't even bother to be live for Comic-Con. And it was like, for the Star Trek Picard thing, it was like 17 minutes. Like, if they were actors actually attending Comic-Con, they would have spent more time walking from the hotel or driving from the hotel to the San Diego Comic-Con than they actually spent on the stream. It was the least amount of effort you could possibly do, short of being in a coma. Fucking hate hate Star Trek.
Oh, isn't there supposed to be a Nickelodeon Star Trek show?
Yes,
that's
Prodigy.
Oh, Prodigy. Oh, that's right. This is a different one.
Yeah, Prodigy is going to be the kid show. That's they basically announced the name.
Why
that was leaked months ago.
Anyway, well, I'm not going to get into that. We will. I'm looking forward to your video. So if you guys subscribe to Lost Jedi 22, he will be covering this stuff on his channel. And so yeah, and also don't forget we have our Orville Quantum Dive. I see I said it right this time. And on the channel now. We were a little late last week because of real life stuff got in the way, but we will be doing them every Thursday as well. And I'm not sure when we're going to do it. We haven't really discussed when, but we will be watching the Star Trek OG series as well. So definitely keep it up. I'm looking forward to that now. Now that I've been getting into the Orville and hearing what you and Open-Airlock have been saying about stuff like, that's in the Orville that's really cool with Star Trek. I'm really actually looking forward to it. So that'll be fun.
Well, this last one, if you guys haven't caught the video and everything, like we were down, we had 2 episodes of the Quantum Dive that was, we were kind of down on the show a little bit. And I think justifiably, I don't think we were shitting on it just to shit on it. We were being pretty honest. But the previous episode and then this one I thought was fantastic. So
absolutely,
I'm really enthused about where the direction of the show is. And I'm hearing from a lot of people that season 2 they toned down. One of the complaints in season 1, it was too much of the kind of juvenile humor. And I'm told that season 2 they really kind of toned that back. So I'm really looking forward to getting into season 2.
I would love that. Absolutely. So great. Yeah, we are looking forward to that. So every Thursday on my channel, we'll be doing the Orville Quantum Dive. So definitely check that out. We're really enjoying the show right now. We really are. Yeah, like you said, I'm so glad the episodes are better now than what we were getting in the right after the first couple episodes, man. We were like really down on it, but I'm glad it's back up to where we're liking it now. So yeah, definitely. The Mocklin stuff doesn't stop. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw some, I didn't look at the episodes, but I saw some, like the TV spots. And I'm like, yeah. So far, he's my least favorite character, unfortunately, but
Yeah. I have to agree with that.
I didn't love every character in Star Trek and Star Trek: The Next Generation, and certainly I disliked almost every character on Deep Space Nine and Voyager. So like, it doesn't have to be 100%.
Yeah. Again, thank you guys for being here. Raging Geek Jedi show every Saturday night. We fucking love doing this show. This is so much fun, and you guys in the chat being here, that's one of the main reasons we like being here so much, is because of you guys. So, and if you guys have a suggestion for next week's poll, just leave a comment on this video, or add us on Twitter, and we'd love to get suggestions for polls too. So
movie versus. We didn't even check the results of that.
I'm getting ready to do that right now, and the results are in. And
it was a landslide.
15-9. Yes, it was a lot closer than it was in the beginning. So yes, it was 15-9. So yeah, but
thanks, guys.
Again. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. We will see you guys next week. Dark Side Droids says the only reason I stay up until 3:30 on a Saturday night. Nice. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. We will see you guys next week. As always, same time, same place. So see you guys then. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you tomorrow night for the watch together for the Rise of Skywalker.
Don't even start whining now.
Already done, man.
Stop whining, Rhino.
All right. We will see you guys then.
Bye.
See you guys later.
Fuck off, Disney!
We are tonight's entertainment.
That's what she said. What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Who's scruffy looking?